Okay, I think everything is working. Hopefully, though. Let's just take a look at here. Hmm. Okay, let's go. So hopefully the stream is working, and I think everyone can hear my voice as well. Let me just check if I put the settings correctly. Yep, everything is good to go. Hmm. Okay, let's go. So let's take a look at the chat and see who is there. Nikhil, welcome to the stream. What's up? What's up? User, welcome. Welcome. Jack, welcome to the stream. What's up? Long time since I've been online. Yep. I think it's been like 2 months already, right? Hopefully I'm audible. But yeah, anyways, let's get into some CPC or 5v5. I don't know what the tasks are, anyways. I've completed half of them, but either way, let's check it out. By the way, I hope everyone can hear my voice, because I think I have the music high as possible. I think I'll lower this a little bit just so that way it doesn't get in the way. Sounds fine. Alright. Thanks for letting me know. And I also hope the stream is not lagging because I've been doing something interesting right now, so let's go. I think we have to do like 5v5 tasks. I'm not really sure what they are, but we'll check it out. Iron Legends, welcome to the stream. What's up? Guard Force, welcome, welcome. Can you review my hangars right now? I'm not going to review your hangar, but you can tell me what you have and I will check it out, It's not a big deal. But hangar reviews will take a bit too long. So instead, you just tell me what you have and I'll suggest what you do. That's a problem. Let's check here. We got a player. It's an eclick of all things, which can be problematic. Gotta run, gotta run. Got that. Oh, that can be a problem. Why does it have to be a bastion of all things? Well, skip this guy. Oh, hello. It's gonna be an issue. Hey, Izo, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Bro, please rank up your RPG. Definitely not doing that anytime soon. The waste of resources, I can finish all the tasks easily, it's not a big deal. If you're not able to complete them, you might as well rank up, but it's not worth it. Funny thing is, I was secretly playing Ocarina without posting a short of it. It's not a big deal. Some people have definitely left this game for a while. It's been like a bit annoying. Need to get rid of this click, and he's dead basically. I have to run away from these bots, which is not possible, you know. I am exokinetic. Or you remember me? Yes, I do remember you. What's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream, by the way. Wonder what that is. I think that's a charge rocket. Outlaw, of all things. It should be. Yeah, he's spamming. I will time him out. Don't worry about it. I need to finish this match, though. Let's crash that, whatever that is. I don't know. Basically one touch, which is not great. By the way, I hope the stream is not lagging because I am streaming in 1080p. Usually I go at 720p because my hardware cannot handle it, but I noticed that I could squeeze in some extra performance and quality by minimizing the settings a bit. So hopefully the stream is not like lagging too much. If you do notice FPS drops though, that is primarily because of the game. The game itself is not like very optimized on PC or laptop, honestly. So those lags you see in my videos are just the game itself, honestly. I don't even want to lie about it, but like it is the game itself. Oh, hello. Is that a Walker Swoosh? It's gonna cook me though. Which is not good. And he runs away. Which is fine. I need to get my game together. I am completely doing balls right now. Need to do better. Let's see. This guy can be a problem. Bigger problem, actually. And why does all the bots have block one shields? That's not fair. I actually was not shooting for him. Hopefully that makes him happy. I was not shooting for him, but I don't know how that got. Mostly the radius of the weapon. Not any lag happened. Good to hear that, because I was testing this out before I streamed, you know? Just to make sure that nothing happened. I did notice like a bit of lag here and there, but it wasn't like frequent or anything. And that's a charge rocket outlaw, which can be problematic. Don't push me, please. I don't want to get cooked. Think he might be dead here. He might be dead to that. There's no hiding from Gemini Orion, you know that? He's also cooked. Just once, bro, do for that last task missile weapons. Love to do it, but you know, costs A coins, and I'm saving A coins for charge rockets. I still haven't recovered from spending my life savings on burrow beams, you know, which is not good. Let me check here to make sure that there's no lag. Only lost like 3 frames, which is not bad. Please do my hangar review. Listen, bud, I will time you out if you keep spamming that. And by the way, I want to make sure I delete all of this. Make sure you do not spam, alright? Should not be spamming. Is there a token compensation for block on? Because the big rewards I already have. Spin the tokens anyways. So as you know, the compensation for this is like credits, right? It's 1000 credits per token, so you don't really want to get the compensation. You will get more credits by basically spinning. So that's what I want to tell people. So do not like do anything. Also, while doing Macarena, I was busy drawing both human versions of the mechs and transformers in my design. Nice, nice. User, welcome to the stream. What's up? What's up? Funny thing is, when I draw the search, I made the human search already. Dang, bro. Make sure you don't tell that to anybody. They might get laughing. I will not spam. Yeah, do not spam. I'm not doing hanger reviews today. If you have questions about your hanger, definitely ask. But I'm not doing hanger reviews for the moment. Because hanger reviews, I'll be sitting here 2 hours just talking. So do not spam. Anyways, what do we have to do here? I already done these one. I just need to get 2 gold medals for capturing control points of all things. Let's see. Use on Mimicker will be worth it. We'll go for CPC. 5v5 is kind of boring, you know. It's just like it's a bit of boring. Let's see. This is not a good map for Stormrax, but definitely can work. I'll just go behind this Hemlock bot so that way for protection, you know. I think that's a Gemini Orion. It should be most likely. It is a guided pilot with a support mech on it. Definitely is Gemini Orion. I will have about 4,550. Wait. 4,005 A coins, 14 A coin spins, but for the next ECR, if I Deathwalker, should I spin? If you do not have enough A coins to spin the crit or event, do not spin, that's it. It's the rule of thumb, alright? You just keep it like that. You do not have enough A coins, do not spin the ECR. It doesn't really matter how good the ECR is. Let it be a Citadel ECR, a Deathwalker ECR, Outlaw ECR, I don't care. You do not have enough A coins, do not spin, that's it. Because you spin the ECR, you don't get anything, basically wasted. You have a chance of getting it, but that's not a guaranteed chances. So you don't want to do it. It's basically like trying to throw your life savings into something that you cannot guarantee. Not something that I would recommend you do or anyone do. Only spin if you can afford all the 20 spins, that's it. And I don't know why we are lagging too much here. See, this brick house is cooked. The bots these days even survive Gemini 16s. Multiple of them. You know, I wonder who should I do next. I don't know. I think you could do Citadel. Citadel looks pretty cool. I think Citadel might be interesting. Bro, say, do you know Macarena India? Yes, I do. He is my friend, by the way. Is Blissfrost Burrow 12 still good? No, I would not use that. If you want a better weapon for Blissfrost, just use Gemini 12s. Or just any 24 energy of Geminis, or based on what energy capacity your mech has, just use Geminis. I would not go with the Burrow Beams personally. It's not effective, you take too many mags to kill, and it kind of requires your Blissfrost to give too much exposure. Before, that was not the case because the Burrow Beams would just instantly kill everything. Now it won't. It's only effective on Surge or Tail Sting. In terms of 24 energy mechs, that is. I would not use it on anything else, primarily. Is Deathwalker even playable? Um, it still works. I don't want to use it though. I don't want to. I don't want to be in the receiving end of three outlaws sitting in the back and basically being useless. Some people were asking me like why I was using like Mimicker over Deathwalker. Look, this is the mech I replaced it with, by the way. It's pretty simple because this thing has like it has stealth, and stealth is just much better because even though it's not as like it's not better than Deathwalker technically, but it's still better to be able to move around effectively without being able to do nothing with a Deathwalker. Just like the comparison there, like the basic comparison between both. But you should use Deathwalker because you just have to wait for the enemies to drain all their outlaws, and after you can use it effectively. It's not that difficult. If I do a human citadel, would I show it off to you if I had the chance? I think send it to me in Discord. I'll check it out. Not a big deal. Okay, thanks. I hope it's Nomad. Most likely because I think it should be Nomad though. Most likely because if you think about it, Deathwalker should be in Gear Hub pretty soon. It should be the next mech. Either they do something else because they haven't been following the pattern of free-to-play releases, like in-game releases technically. Because whenever they make something for free-to-play, it's the same pattern as they release it in-game. So yeah, definitely seems fishy, but I'm not 100% certain what they're trying to do with it. You see that, people? Burrow beams work perfectly on search. Due to the stun, and you can get behind enemies, it works. Still, Galvanic absorbs everything though, which is kind of annoying sometimes. Like the Galvanic will absorb one mag easily. No big deal. Which is kind of annoying. You definitely won't see any top level players using Burrow beams anymore because compound beams are just objectively better. And Revokers also have a better option due to outlaw spam. Burrow beams are just bad when facing like outlaws. Now the reload was technically increased by 1.5 seconds, but it's still not that effective. Just thinking about it. You see, his Galvanic took everything. What would you tell about Outlaw Quasher? That's a build I'm actually working towards pretty soon. I'm actually planning on buying Quasher 16s because it does damage, that's all I care about. It's not the best weapon out there, but it does damage, that's all I care about. Stupid bot, Perfectly aims at me. Which is to be expected. Where are you from? I'm from India, of course. Those frame drops are pretty annoying. I really hope they fix the Plarium Play launcher pretty soon. This guy right here, let's get rid of him. I almost forgot I have to get beacons. I'm focusing too much on kills. Ouch. That can be painful. Try Orion Burrow Beam 12. I've tried it, it's not that good. The issue is Galvanic, It's people mistaken me for telling this, but the Galvanic called Legendary Galvanic is crazy. It absorbs everything. I could try it, it's not gonna be that effective. It still takes entirely a full magazine to kill stuff. On Surge it just does so much better. Because most of the time it just bypasses the mods entirely, which is really good. Crashing a minigun with Outlaw is just too satisfying. I know, bro. If people are still using miniguns in this economy, God bless them. God bless them, bro. Definitely not surviving anything. That's also the main reason why I think Versas are not that good. It's just that too many people use Outlaw these days. How are you gonna make use of heavy duty weapon? That's why Suppressor is just the best heavy duty weapon. It has so many things going for it. It's not the best weapon, but definitely does very well. Does a ton of damage, and it does it very quickly compared to most other heavy duty weapons. Outside of miniguns, but miniguns we already know how bad that is. But was Compound Beam 8 or a Burrow Beam 8 on search? Compound Beam 8. You only use Burrow Beam if you do not have Compound Beam. But if you have Compound Beam, go with that Honestly, it's better. And Compound Beam does not require you to invest in too many implants. You only need the reload implant and damage implant, and honestly, you can just get the epics or even the rares, and you'll still be good to go. Just make sure to get the epic reload implant. That's more important than every other implant in the game. Ouchie. That hurts. Max Savant 16, that should be expected. I didn't hear it, sorry. Please, in a word, Outlaw Quasher good. It's not bad, I would say, but I wouldn't say it's like that good. It can definitely work. It can definitely work. I wouldn't say it's like crazy or anything. It's definitely good. The Outlaw with most weapons will definitely work well. Will Relock still be meta after seasonal modifier? Or should I upgrade mine? After seasonal modifier, I think it'll be above average. Maybe on par with Eclipse, or maybe Eclipse is better, but that's it. I think it would be on par with Eclipse. It would be like an A tier mech. Definitely not a meta mech anymore. Because the stats are going to be pretty similar to like Deathwalker. Should be easy for most mechs to kill. Even now, currently, Outlaw is able to completely beat the crap out of Redox most of the time. It's not that difficult if you know what you're doing. Like, Redox is only strong due to that extra HP and ability damage. That's the main reason why it's extremely OP right now. Because you cannot kill that thing. But once the modifiers are gone, it's going to be so squishy. You'll basically be able to kill it really easily. So I wouldn't really consider it to be meta after modifiers are gone, honestly. Can you speak in Hindi, please? No, I do not know Hindi. I've been waiting for Deathwalker to be available in game currency for 3 months. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do that anytime soon, but I think there's a chance. I'm just like assuming because like it should be the next mech. They've already done Mimicker, they've already done Blockhorn, and like what's the other thing that they've done? I think they've done Outlaw as well, which is Outlaw was after Deathwalker, by the way, in releases for the in-game. So I think they should be doing Deathwalker soon. Just my assumption, but I'm not really 100% sure though. Let's see here. I'm in tier 6. I have 27 stars. I need to get 32 to advance to tier 7. I also have 3 million credits and 20k acorns. What weapon should I buy to advance to tier 7? I already bought Stormrack 10, Gemini 10, and Charge Rocket 10. Interesting. Okay, let's take a look here. I'd only buy a weapon that you would actually use. Do not buy any garbage stuff, alright? So you get Revoker 10 if you do not have Revoker 10 already. This is a really useful weapon, even after multiple nerfs, still effective. Get that. And I would also get the Overdriver 10 as well. I don't really think you will be using Overdrivers past a 10,000 SP because once Galvanic comes into play, most weapons just become garbage. That's it. Tell you that much. Now, so you get the Overdriver 10, and you also get the Revoker 10. And in terms of max, you would get the Orion. Orion's like a must-have. You always get that. And I would also rank up your Orion to 6 stars. Instead of just buying other stuff, rank it up to 6 stars. So I definitely rank up your Orion. Because you get that to rank 6, you put Gemini 10s, you duplicate that as well. You just have already a good build for tournament that you can get a bunch of wins with. It's just the one build that you need for tournaments. And I say this every time, but like, it is just that good. I have 1 hit Venom damage implant, but saving it for the 12s. Get the 12s, do not get the 10s. Same thumb of rule for Suppressor 10 and 12, only get the 12, do not get the 10 at all. It sounds tempting, I know it sounds tempting, but do not get the 10s. You get the 12s, it's only a little bit more expensive, and you basically have a long-term future-proofing build you can use on most things. So just go with that, alright? I finally get Grandmaster 3 and won 8 wins. First time in my life with 6k SP. Nice. Always get there though. Eclipse still saves you from random bot snipers though. Yep, Eclipse is still good. I don't know why people are like freaking about it too much. Still effective. I plan to max mine out pretty soon. Eclipse with Suppressor 12 is gonna go so hard, people. You have no idea. Definitely gonna work so hard. I also like this skin, by the way, for Eclipse. The rare skin. Which one is it? Like this blue one, I like this one for Eclipse a lot. Looks pretty cool if you ask me. Just my thinking though. What are your predictions for tomorrow? I have no idea. But if I had to assume, it's most likely going to be Nomad ECR or something else. But I don't really have high hopes for Deathwalker though. People assume it, but like I don't really know. It could be the case, could not be the case, I don't know. Is Hornet 12 with Killshot good, bro, for meta hanger? No. You shouldn't even be using Killshot for a meta hanger in the first place. If you're gonna use Hornets, use it on like Lacewing or Deathwalker. Those are the best mechs that you can go for. There are a lot of other options that you got, but I primarily use it on mechs that are tend to be passive, that are not like extremely aggressive. Because Hornets, okay, you cannot use Hornets aggressively because they're a slow killing weapon. But they are better than like pod guns, for example. Are you doing hanger reviews? Not really. By the way, Robot Hunter, welcome to the stream. What's up? Of course I remember you, bud. You thought I forget you already? Best weapons for rank 4 tail sting. Yeah, got a lot of options. Most people are using charge rockets on it in like max level, which does work very well. You can go with the Geminis as well, but I would say Geminis are better for Orion than compared to tail sting because Orion has like more damage output, more extra damage output. While tail sting has more shield piercing, technically Orion has more bonus damage. That just helps better because that more bonus damage will take the galvanic hull down and the mech itself along with it. So if you're using Orion, I go Geminis on that. Tail sting, you can go with storm racks, charge rockets. For hanger showdown, compound beams work very well. It's actually really annoying to deal with that, honestly. So compound beams would be a good choice for like close range combat in like 5v5, not 5v5, free for all, and like hanger showdown. Those two I'd consider compound beams. Burrow beams are also really good for tail sting. As I mentioned, burrow beam only works like where is that thing? Like the burrow beams you see right here. This weapon is only effective on like tail sting and search for 24 energy capacity. So if you have to consider using burrow beams, I go for those two mechs specifically. Definitely worth considering on those two mechs though. Best weapons for rank 5 Mimicker. You got a lot of options. You can use the Storm Racks and Geminis. Personally, I'll also like your Tetra Rifles as well, but I wouldn't use Tetra Rifles past like 12,000 SP because it takes too many shots to kill the enemies unless you have like double 16s. If you have like double 16s, like this one right here, it definitely packs a punch, or else you don't want to use that. Like if you have the 10s, you can use that. That works very well. But ideally, you can use like Gemini Storms. You have a lot of options. Geminis and Storm Racks should come to consideration when you're using it on like mostly any mech, honestly. I've also been using suppressors on Mimicker, and I gotta say this packs a punch though. Suppressor Mimicker cooks people. You have no idea. Does definitely cook. Suppressors work on most things, which is kind of surprising, you know. Thank you very much. I just have another question. Is Strike Rocket 10 good investment? Nope. Gemini 10s are objectively better. Strike Rockets do not do damage at all. I don't know what happened to Strike Rockets, but they do not inflict any damage on the target. Like everything survives it. I don't know what's going on. Which is crazy, you know? Crazy. So I'm not playing so that I can get noobs in new 3000 egg points in players, so I'm doing right. Yeah, I mean you don't have to compete for the playoff event. Like what is this? This one right here, right? It's like 3000 egg points. You're gonna be competing against SP droppers. So unless you want to also cheat and do the same, do not even bother. Not even worth your time, honestly. And I'm not bothered of grinding this either. I would like to get here to get this 100 egg points just to like increase my egg point chances, but apart from that, I wouldn't bother. Galvanic mod is annoying. Honestly, Galvanic Hall needs a pretty significant nerf if you ask me. This is like crazy HP. Look at this. Look at this HP. Just for a freaking scout, the HP is crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's so freaking crazy. It's like 80%, which is kind of crazy, you know? Bro, please buy all the pride skins for every mech. That would be funny. I think I've actually bought them for a couple of mechs. I don't know. Maybe for this one. I think I have it for like a Paragon already. Check where that is. I think it's like an epic skin that costs 1 credit, right? Do they even have it for Paragon? I'm not sure. Definitely have it for like one of my mechs. I'm not sure. I'll check it out. If Nomad comes in ECR, should I wait for a buy it or wait for Deathwalker? I would not consider Nomad anymore. It gets hard countered by too many mechs. It's pretty surprising that nobody uses it these days. So many counters to it. It's actually a reason why you still use Search, but Nomad, not even close. It's still good though. Nomad is still good. Yet again, just because it's not meta doesn't mean it's bad. It's just not that effective compared to most other mechs, that's all. So you're better off getting the better options. Best weapons for Deathwalker and Surge. For Deathwalker, go with Stormrex primarily. I don't think there's any weapon that's better than Deathwalker. There are few exceptions for Deathwalker, Hornets, and Geminis. Apart from that, I wouldn't really say anything else, honestly. The Charge Rockets could work, but kind of they have a lot of downsides. I wouldn't use that. For Surge, you can go with Compound Beams, Burrow Beams, Revokers. That's what I would recommend you do for that. Have you tried Least Wing Suppressor? Yeah, it's really good. Kaiser Storm promotes that a lot. It's really effective. This is just a different account. I listened to your advice. I used Charge Rockets and Outlaw even though I wasted 4 energy it cooks. I mean, if you're using 10s on it and you're sacrificing 4 energy, still effective though, compared to using like 24 energy build that is just as worse. Hey Avenge, welcome to the stream, buddy. What's up? What's up? I'm kind of behind on the chat, have to get there. Okay, we'll try Burrow Beam on Tailsting, definitely worth it. Go with the cooldown and all 3 weapon implants. Even on Tailsting, go with all 3 implants, alright, bud? Cube LTL, welcome to the stream. What's up? Tailsting shield piercing doesn't even feel like it works. Yeah. To be fair, it's more of like a damage output thing than the shield piercing. It definitely has 80% shield piercing. Like, where is that thing? The shield piercing is pretty high, but the issue is that when you compare it to something like Ryan, right, that he has extra damage, which is just completely crazy. Eclipse Charge Rocket or Gemini or Stormrex? I go with Eclipse Charge Rocket. That's so much more effective. Do you have any moderator for your channel? Not yet. Not yet. I think I plan to do one soon. To get one moderator soon, but that's gonna take me a while. Mr. Official, welcome to the stream. What's up? Yadav, welcome to the stream. What's up? What's up? Bro, give some tips for Mimicker. I recently purchased it. I mean, focus primarily on stealth mechs. Link, scan stealth mechs and activate the ability because stealth is just so useful, you know? So good. It prevents outlaws from targeting you. It prevents Geminis from targeting you. So many guided weapons, so many stuff. It's gonna be crazy. So yeah, I go primarily with stealth and healing. Most other stuff I wouldn't consider. Damage boost is pretty good if you're using like Geminis, for example, or Stormrex, because it's gonna be easier to like 1 mag like stuff, especially if you're playing tournament bots. The damage boost definitely will help. You should make a guide video on block one. Definitely gonna do that. I was actually planning on ranking it up, but after seeing Charge Rockets come for in-game currency, kind of make my decisions go other way. But I don't even know if I should get Charge Rockets immediately or not. I'm kind of tempted to upgrade block one because, you know, always going for top meta stuff is kind of boring, you know. And block one looks kind of cool, you know. Look at that. And I have even a good skin for the mech as well. Like you see those lights there? Looks perfect. So good. Dragon J, sup? Welcome to the stream. What's up? You're gonna play a few battles? Yep, I actually was considering to. I have a bit more than 4k coins. I'm saving for Salvor. Yep. I think it's gonna be for like credits. I'm not sure. I think for support mechs, I think they primarily give it for credits, but who knows? Who knows? When are you going to max your Deathwalker out? When outlaw spam reduces? Yes. Definitely not even considering using Deathwalker. I've replaced it even in Hanger Showdown with Search. Once outlaw spam reduces, I will consider using it. Until then, no. Too many outlaws. Like, people of the outlaw promotions I might have done might have been a bad idea because you cannot play this game without encountering an outlaw. It's crazy. It's crazy. There's always like a Gemini outlaw or a Charge Rocket outlaw. It can be either one sitting in the back, spamming, whatever. Which is definitely crazy. Ouch. Almost got cooked by that. The mech I use for Versa is Stalker or Blockhorn. I go with Blockhorn. Now the extra damage boost from Stalker might seem nice, but it's better to use it on Blockhorn for extra protection. And Versa Block 1 might seem similar to like a Tetra Rifle Block 1, for example, if you're using the sniper mode. Definitely a fun build, I'd consider. But you do not want to be in the receiving end of Outlaws yet again. Because whenever you're using a build, you have to consider, is it going to be good against Outlaws? If it's not, I would not use it. Just consideration though. Spot can be pretty annoying. Would you mind checking my hangar? Because my hangar is pretty crap and people are targeting me for no reason. You're not the only one getting targeted. In hangar showdown, people choose me as a perfect target, you know? They ignore the other player because the other player is completely useless, you know? Which is to be expected. What mod shield should I prioritize if I have Deathwalker? Harden Hall, pretty much. Because Deathwalker can recover Harden Hall every time. Ouch. These bots are crazy, bro. And you know what's annoying? It's like the bots, my bots are doing balls while the enemy's bots doing so good. It's like whenever I come complaining about the bots, I just cannot stop complaining about it because they're just crazy. That's why I've been pissed off for the last few weeks, you know? These bots have been crazy. Yeah, and I'm basically crispy fried by those hellfires, you know? Is it good to get suppressor 10 or better to save for 12 or just any? Go for the 12. Definitely get the 12s though. They are really effective. They actually make specific mechs pretty effective. Like Eclipse, for example, you can mitigate its main downside, which is the HP, by just using suppressors. And it will actually be able to counter a couple of things. I honestly start considering using Eclipse these days because of too much status effects like Tail Sting, Redox, and everything. Why my Salvor is weak even with legendary mods? What weapon should I use on it? If you're using Salvor, you don't want to use weapons that expose yourself. Go with Geminis or Savants or Stormrex. That's what I would use. Do not expose yourself, alright? Because yet again, it has as much HP as a Deathwalker, but still not tanky when you compare it to weapons in-game. When you compare the amount of weapons in this game to this mech, you still don't have that much HP. Still gonna die to most things. So I don't really know. You recently became a moderator in Ruffles channel. Congratulations, bud. Congrats. Bro, what's your country? I'm in India. Oracle damage is super crazy. Definitely garbage. It needs so many buffs, and I don't even see that happening anytime soon. When do one recent giveaway Acorns? I heard at the end of the month. I don't do any Acorn giveaways. I think other content creators do it because they're like sponsored by Plarium. Definitely I'm not doing this because it costs money, which is a lot expensive. Is that tournament? No, it's not tournament. It's normal CPC. Outlaw was perfectly fine without the buff, but the speed was nice, but miniguns got crushed. The buff was like I kind of think about it this way because the buffs, the intentions of the buff was to make it better than a Guardian objectively, but I think that kind of backfired though. Because so many weapons and builds become so garbage. Like you cannot use them. Like I was using Suppressor Aegis for a while, and I kind of got rid of it because it cannot work without outlaws everywhere. Even while throwing the shield in front, it still does not work. Too many outlaws, it's just garbage. And everyone has outlaws, which is really bad. And they even made it for in-game currency, which is crazy, bro. It's crazy. Hellfire damage even crazier. It's the most OP damage output in the game. You will never even experience it for yourself. I'll tell you that much. Okay, let's see what we have to do here. I keep forgetting I have to get gold medals for beacons, but too lazy. Because primarily I don't capture beacons too much, I just go for kills, which is what I like doing every time, but it's not a good idea. 6871, welcome to the stream. I'm not paying attention there, but whatever. Hmm. I do have the range implant on this build, so can get him with the multiple abilities and basically prevent him from playing the game entirely, so that's good. Let the bot go and give me eyes, and I'll crash him over and over and over again, so that way he cannot play the game peacefully for even 1 second. Be the most menacing person in this game, honestly. Because why not? Look at that. An outlaw just keeps the person become useless, basically. He cannot do anything. He cannot do anything. If he rushes, he dies, that's it. He cannot do anything, basically. I just keep crashing him over and over again. He's just sitting there, that's it. He cannot do anything unless he like has a seeker, for example. Which can be problematic, but outside of that, not a big issue. Let's see. I also need to focus on getting beacons as well. Spot has, I think it's Versa, yeah. Let's crash this fellow. I think he also has an outlaw too, most likely. I don't know why we're getting this much lag. Deathwalker coming around this corner. Oh, it's a Nomad. When bots use Hellfire, it's just so OP, people. You cannot even compare to what the players use, technically. By the way, more importantly, why is the stream lagging so much? Let me check here. I think, yeah, those frames are annoying. Oh, okay. That can actually be a problem. Don't have an outlaw anymore. That can definitely be a problem. Hopefully the bots don't shoot him, because that could actually be really bad. Never mind, I survived. I survived. Definitely a surge, most likely. Let's just wait. Let's just wait patiently. Almost got him. He's cooked. He has no chance, basically. Let's just go grab the beacon and get this beacon quick as possible, hopefully. No. Be a good person, alright? Send him back. Let's suppress him 6 times, so it's burrow beams do basically no damage. And we're good to go. I think we have like, what, 2 beacons? I think that's good enough to get the gold medal. Many streamers say Deathwalker is bad because Outlaw. I understand the point, but even top players have Outlaw in their hangers. Yep, because once the Outlaw is gone, it's still the most disgusting thing in the game, basically. But the issue is I encounter Outlaws too many times, so I do not use it, that's all. That's just a personal preference. It's not about whether the mech is bad or good. What do you think about the Mech Arena collab that they announced? It's pretty interesting. I think they might bring in some like new pilots or something. But whatever they do, I just hope they do not give any bad executions to it, because they have done that a while. Mech Arena India, what's up, Tuk Tuk? Welcome to the stream. Salver bots are the most aggressive, that they just rush center every time. That's been crazy. Oh geez, welcome to the stream. What's up? What's up? Bro, should I buy Overdrive 10 or rank up or put it on my Deathwalker? I would not put Overdrive 10s on your Deathwalker. You definitely have better options than that, if you ask me. But you definitely have better options than Overdrivers. I would not use Overdrivers because you don't get enough damage output with that. Let's see, I go here. Hopefully I don't meet anyone at mid. Roast. And he's dead, basically. Player sitting back with Gemini. As long as he gets consistent amount of kills, I'm not going to complain, you know. Say hello to me. And now I'll run away, basically. You're good? Glad to hear it. Can you send me an invite to my ID? I don't accept in-game friend requests, but if you have Plarium Play and you play on PC, then send it there. To be fair, I actually should have not crashed him, but either way, I don't think it matters too much. Why don't you have Deathwalker? It's because I don't use it. It's not that I do not have it. I have it. I don't use it, that's all. And if you want to know why I don't use it, you can explain that to yourself by knowing how many people use Outlaw these days. Which implant do you use for Burrow Beam on search? Use basically all three implants. All three implants are necessary, else I'm not doing any damage, basically. Ouch. It can be painful. Teammate is not doing a ton of work, but at least he's doing something, so better be proud of him that way. Not a good justification. I just wonder, will I be able to stun him from here? Look at that, his lace swing is stuck there. Crazy. It's actually crazy how the Bliss Frost ability works. Like, if you can stand over here, like you get that elevation, I think I'll be able to do that again. Takes a bit more against these bots, you know. Let's just try to be annoying. Why don't you use Redux? Because I don't have Redux. I like to have most mechs, but everything's too expensive, and also bots hard carried us. I don't think we did much, but definitely bots hard carried so well. Which was necessary because I was not doing great. Yep, he's so cooked. Bro, why is your accent so good? I'm Indian, but mine is so bad. Can you please give me some tips? I don't think there's any tips. You just have to speak for a while and you get used to it. It's not a big deal. By the way, what collab you want to see for EMA? I honestly don't even have any ideas about that yet. So I'm not sure. Definitely look into it though. I might think of some ideas, but I'm definitely not 100% sure what to think of. That'd be good. Any thoughts of buying Redox and pairing it with the Hornets? I don't want to buy Redox. It's definitely going to be bad after the modifiers already, I know that. So I'm not going to bother. The modifier is going to be for like 5 weeks. I don't really care to get it. It's going to be an above average mech after that, that's it. It's not going to be like anything that is so OP anymore. It's only good because of the extra stats, I'll make that clear. Just because every player has it doesn't mean I have to. Because it's too expensive to invest in, because like, yet again, I have to buy the mech, I have to dump a bunch of credits and 8 points into it. By the time I do that, the modifier's already ended. Not really worth it, you know. If I'm gonna buy something, I better prefer that it has long-term value. So you might as well, like, if you have an outlaw, you might as well max that out instead of investing in this anyways, if you ask me. Now I'm thinking that I should get it and keep the Plarium 12 for now. After when I get the legendary pilot for the daily rewards, after that I will use it. What do you think about that? Solid plan, but I would go for compound beams instead because they're so much better. But burrow beam search is not a bad idea. Still effective due to the bug it has. Now some people were claiming that the bug had to do with the way mods work, but I don't think so. Because yet again, as I said in the video, the same thing happened with what's its face called, disruptors. So I'm pretty certain it's most likely a bug. I don't think it has to do with how the mods work. But yet again, I've tried most weapons and I don't really see a difference in there. I bought Suppressor 6 for my rank 3 Bliss Frost in my alt account. It smacks people back. Yep, it's pretty good. Too low sound. Oh, let's go, people. We got 500 acorns. Let's go. Let me see. Let me see if the sound quality. I think if I have the background noise a bit too much, though. Just put this a little bit, and I think we should be good. I don't think my sound is low, though, because I've increased it from the last few days, you know? If I send you my Plarium Play ID, will you friend me? Yeah? If you play on laptop or PC, you know what Plarium Play is, so you should be able to send an invite there. My Plarium Play ID is in the description. You can just send the invite there. I have rank 6 Storm Rank 10s and legendary reload implant. What mech should I use it on? Currently, I have rank 6 Redeemer, but because my other mechs are rank 4, sometimes matchmaking is becoming bad. Rank 4 Redeemer should not be rank 6 Redeemer should not be a problem. It should still be on par with like a rank 5 legendary mech. But matchmaking in this game is kind of garbage, so we can't really complain about it, can we? Did you intentionally lower the sound of your stream? I don't think so. Let me just check here for a second. Let's increase this a bit. I don't really see my stream noise being loud. Let me just check 1 second. Give me a sec. Nope, I think everything is fine. Let me just check one more time. You know, it's kind of weird sometimes how these filters work, you know? Not really aware of it, but like the filters sometimes, like these filters do not work properly all the time. I think that should be good. I think that should be good now. I increased it by 1 decibel, so it should work. Hopefully. Let me know if it's still low or should I send something. Let me just check here. I just have to put my mic up properly. So yeah, it should be good. It's perfect. It sucks that you bought Cure Shot for 8 coins. You should not even be buying Cure Shot in this economy anymore. It has no HP, people. It has basically 0 HP. It will die to everything that the enemy throws at it. And to be honest, I don't think I need to be grinding anymore. Like these credits, you know? Like these tokens. I already have everything. Because like the devs made a dumb mistake. And they made a PC Plarium Play exclusive event for the tokens, and they changed it afterwards for mobile players as well. So they basically gave 10 extra tokens for PC players, for those who collected it, that is. So yeah, kind of crazy. Did you get block 1 on the stream? I already have block 1. 1 second, let me show you. I already have block 1, as you can see here. It's already like ranked up and everything. If you see some of my older videos, you would have seen block 1 there. So yeah, it's so difficult to decide what to do. Imagine if I did not spin the Burrow Beam 12 and after Yemi surprised us Nomad easier tomorrow, I would regret not getting Burrow Beam 12. You don't even need to bother about Burrow Beams to be honest. You just save your A points. Might as well get like the what's its face called? Compound beams. Those are just so much better. Sounds better. I mean, I increased the volume, but I have to also keep my face in front of my mic. But the issue is like when I'm blowing, when I'm speaking, sometimes my mouth blows air into the mic, and that's really bad. Please ban these spammers. Let's see which spammers shall we ban. Well, I'm gonna time him out for a while. I'm gonna time him out for 30 minutes and let him come back after that. I'm gonna time him out for a while. Hey Gucky, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Your sound is fine. Yep, I already knew that. Like some people was complaining about it, which is fine. Your kill shots aren't worth it now. Well, I'm happy that I bought it for 32,000 credits back in the day. Nice. What do you prefer for tournament excluding Gemini or Orion? Just run another Gemini build, obviously. You could go with like the 16s on like an Outlaw, for example. That definitely works. Uh, if you do have the Burrow Beams, you could use that. But there are a lot of options that you can go for. I'm not really like obvious with most other options outside of like this build because this is the one that works very well for me because most of these other builds like even though they work it takes so many magazines to kill stuff like outside of like Storm Rack 16 which is really helpful but you need even the damage implant for that in order to be effective. So like use Storm Rack 16s on something, maybe an Outlaw will work. Do you think I should buy Redox? Buying Redox, investing much into it is a waste of time. I honestly just skip it to be honest. Jailbreak, welcome to the stream. What's up? What's up? We want a face reveal. I don't think I'm doing that anytime soon, but I will try to. That's wild. Punisher, welcome to the stream. What's up? What's up? Can you review my hanger? I'm not doing hanger reviews today, but if you have questions about your hanger, definitely ask. I'll help you out with that. Maybe a hand POV after that we can do for a face. Hopefully soon. Almost maxed Redox. Nice. Pride skin purchasing bro. Let's see what skins we have outside of like the. I purchased them for most of the mechs. Like let's check for Cure Shot here. I think we already have it for this one. Like this one right here, I already have it for Cure Shot right here. I think for Panther maybe I have to get one. Let me check. I'm not 100% sure which mechs have the skin. Like I have it for Panther as well, as you can see. For Surge also I have it, I think so. So let me just check here. Not this one. For most mechs, I already bought it because some of the season battle pass were asking me to get acquire a skin, so I just decided why not dump one credit into it for no reason. So I already have it for Redox as well, as you can see here. If I was a Mech Arena dev, I would give Eclipse 30% resistance for the duration or of its ability. Honestly, it needs to be buffed. The HP is really bad. Even for Surge, I think both need a HP buffs apart from that. Because weapons these days too much damage. They don't really survive anything. Especially most weapons do not rely on extra damage. The ones that do rely on extra damage are mostly garbage. But like most weapons these days, like charge rockets for example, even when you're shooting directly at the enemy's face, still does a ton of damage if you ask me. As you can see here, I have it for this one as well. I think for this guy, I also have it as well. So yeah, I think I have it for most mechs already, like, not sure. Like a Pride skin. This was one of my favorite skins for Guardian a while back, but yeah. I sent you a friend request to your Plarium Play. Let's check it out. So we have two friend requests, Dark and Demon. Not sure how you pronounce that, but oh well. So I accepted both of them, whoever they are. More importantly though, I just hope the stream is not lagging too much, because like the issue is, like, you guys might notice, like, the quality of my stream is much better, because you see here I'm running at 1080p and ultra settings while at turning down all of these, which is kind of like the issue. I think I'll keep this at like FXAA for now, because kind of uses too much GPU usage and I don't want that just for streams, but videos are going to be like much higher quality from now onwards, you know, because I was like noticing, like, when I was upscaling in CapCut, sometimes it was just a bit of an issue, so I kind of had to fix that out, you know, which is kind of the thing. You have all of those skins for A coins each long time ago. 1 A coin, crazy. They should be giving those skins for free, honestly. They don't even look that good. And dude, how do I get the Stormwreck Legendary Reloading Plant, man? I've been now months and I'm not even seeing any Stormwreck Reloading Plant. I honestly need a second Stormwreck Reloading Plant myself. The last time I got a Stormwreck Reloading Plant was like, what, I don't know, 3 months ago? I'm not sure. But that was like the last time when I got a Stormwreck Reloading Plant. I'm using Eclipse with Revoker 16 and Compound Beam 8 in tournament. Should I use another setup, a Revoker Surge and Compound Beam 8, or should I go for Gemini 16? I mean, Revoker on both are fine for free-for-all. For like other game modes, I consider something else, though. Might be cooked here. It's to be expected. I wasn't expecting an Hemlock to be right there, waiting for me, but oh well. But to be honest though, I would not use Revokers on Eclipse if you're playing any other game mode outside of free-for-all. Not even for Hangar Showdown, to be honest. Because it's still not enough to get close to most mechs. Outlaw crash is not a big issue once I fire the mark. Which is why you want to fire the mark before an outlaw crashes you, that is. Do you consider yourself a top matchup player? Nope. Not really. I think I'm like average, that's it. Nothing crazy. There are so many people that are like so much better than me. Consider myself average, that's it. Just need for him to run out of juice, and then after I'll take care of him. He has Blockade Solid, which I would not recommend you use, by the way. That exposes yourself when you turn your back. Not a good idea. Especially bad idea against like Stormwrecks, for example. Stormwrecks have a splash damage, so you don't want to be using Blockade at all. Regardless of whether it's multi-layer or solid, you don't want to be using it. There are some advantages of it, but I would not recommend you use it at all. The stream isn't lagging anymore. I really hope not. Because I've been changing some settings in the encoder, so... Definitely need to do some more testing, though. But I have a question. The Deathwalker ability cooldown implant, the normal cooldown implant, both are the same, right? Yeah, both are the same. The difference is the normal cooldown implant, you can use it on basically any mech, and the specific implant, you have to use it specifically on that mech. So I would upgrade the one that is for all mechs, the basic one. The player has a Seeker with the Burrow Beam. Burrow Beam is not a big issue. Once I suppress him and activate my ability at the same time, he's not going to be doing damage at all. Look at that. But I still died because I'm basically 1 HP. Do you have Railgun 16 maxed? Nope. I have it at rank 5, never considered upgrading it because too many mods and it's still garbage even on Ryan, so crazy. But I've seen an unpurchased Pride. You have seen one? Then let's get it. Image looks good enough. right? But I gave up on tournament because of the matchmaking. Tournament is crazy. The tournament bots, especially, they decide that the enemy will get the good bots and I'll get the bots that do absolutely balls. They just sit around and dance. That's it. They do not do anything, which is to be expected. I don't really expect bots to do anything these days, but it's crazy. You know, got into Grandmaster 3 today in tournament. Nice, nice. Deathwalker might be tomorrow. I don't know, man. The rumors are going crazy, but I don't believe any of them, alright? What do I have? 11,000 coins. Should I wait for Deathwalker ECR or go for Redox from Gear Hub? I mean, Redox is going to be in the Gear Hub forever, and Deathwalker ECR is going to be only for 3 days. So do you prefer that, getting Deathwalker when it's there, or Redox when it's going to be there forever? That's up to you. Personally, I would still save your A coins, wait until what it's there. Because Deathwalker still has a long-term value compared to something like Redox. You can still be using it. Wait, do you have a maxed out Blockhorn? Nope, I do not. It's still rank 3, which I do plan to max out, by the way. I have 100 blueprints for it. And Blockhorn is kinda good. It's not the best, but, you know, since a lot of people got it for free, I like to make a video on it and talk about whether it's worth it or not, you know. What do you think about the next Mech ECRB? I don't have high hopes for Deathwalker, but because the thing is, it is going to be the next mech to come for in-game currency. That's just my suspicion. Since it's going to be the next mech, I just don't think it's going to come in ECR. That's just like my predictions. Those are just my predictions, but I don't have like a complete standpoint of view from what they're going to do. Do you know about the Volti glitch? You mean the one where it, after the Volti dies, it does not do any damage, but the drone is still on top of the enemy? I already know that. Same thing with the Redox. Sometimes it happens for Redox as well. It might be Deathwalker tomorrow. Maybe. Who knows? There was a Hemlock bug that if you miss a shot while getting outlawed, resets in 3-second cooldown. The same thing with Orion as well. But however, it does not work though. There's a bug that makes it look like you will get it back faster, but there's a glitch. It does not work. I asked that because I only have 2 epic cooldown implants, so I will buy the epic cooldown Deathwalker from the Gear Hub. Do not get the mech specific one. Kind of a waste of A coins, to be fair. To be honest. You hate bots so much. I was shooting at a parasite for 30 meters, barely killed him, and he was not even linked. Our bots are tanky, brother. Max him out. I mean, if I try to, I'll become broke, so maybe not anytime soon, but hopefully. We still have to do some more 5v5 matches. I just want to get all the tokens because the thing is, the tokens still get some compensation, so it's at least something. What are some good Blizzfrost builds? I mean, one of the best Blizzfrost builds right now is Gemini. I honestly think Gemini Blizzfrost is better than any other Blizzfrost build entirely. It's like pretty much good for any situation. Like I don't really see a situation where Blizzfrost Geminis would do bad. Like I don't see one. Like it's just that effective. You face an outlaw, it's still decent. You face a Redox, still effective. You just have to play it well, that's all. But when played well, it's really effective. It's pretty much good for basically any situation. I don't really see any other Blizzfrost build to compare. Compound beams are another option, but that's more about whether you get close to the enemy or not. Talking about that, yeah, I already knew about that. I know about most of the bugs in this game, but the thing is, the bugs sometimes are just annoying, you know, when they happen. Can you use Savant Mimicker? Sure. I'll use that right now. That's a good combo. I just hope the bots don't have too many mods to deal with though. Roast. Takes too many magazines, but still works, Where did he go? I thought he came down here. That stupid bot. I know and you know what comes next in ECR. Hopefully. He's cooked. Oh, it's a fat house. You're gonna run out anyways, so why bother? Oh, there are some bad people coming here, people. There's some bad people. Some bad people coming here, and I gotta run from this parasite to live. He has strike rockets though, which is controversial. Definitely not effective though. Aegis with Continuum 12 is good for tournament? No, Continuum does not do damage at all, basically. It's garbage. To be honest, better than Oracle, but still garbage though. Better than Oracle, but still garbage. It does not do damage. If you want to use Quasher 12s, definitely go for it. It does damage. It actually does damage. Continuum does not do damage at all. Basically no damage. It's garbage. Quasher is actually a good weapon. I don't even see a reason why you should not use it. It's actually pretty effective. Because at this rate, I'm not even considering about meta weapons anymore. I'm considering about weapons that do damage and do not do damage. If a weapon does damage, use it. No complaints. Doesn't really matter. Should I use Parasite in tournament? Not really. You could use it with charge rockets to hunt down players, but since you're mostly going to be facing bots, I wouldn't go with that. For bot farming, there are better options. But definitely works though, Parasite. With specific weapons. But you couldn't get all mech ability cooldown or duration from the gear hub, so I have to buy the specific one only. That is true, but I really hope you completed all the gear hub tasks as well. I highly recommend checking the gear hub tasks because there might be some stuff that you have not completed where they give implants, which I will show in just a moment. Once I get this Redox bot, Coke that is, which he just survives. Redox with the modifier just has infinite HP, like it does not die. Stupid outlaws as well, can be problematic. Surge is the worst mech, do you agree? Nope, I don't think so. I don't know why you think Surge is the worst mech. Like, it's not the best anymore, but it's still pretty strong. Because the EMP combined with the dash is just so good, you know? Cannot complain. One of the main reasons why Burrow Beam is still effective is because of Surge's existence, you know? Stupid Citadel, which can be problematic. Like, you can see the Continuums doing basically no damage. Weapons like Continuum, Reaver, and like Oracle, they're kind of trash. Like, they do not do damage. They have like, okay, they have like good perks like the, whatever, it's like the reveal status effect, they can reload quickly, whatever, but like they don't do damage at all. Like people, like you have to understand the amount of mods in this game, they're just garbage. They're just so garbage. And it's really sad to see that, you know? It's really sad. Yo, is Continuum 12 ages good? Nope, it's not. We were just talking about that just now. Surge is the worst mech. Audio on drugs. Don't take it seriously, I'm just saying. Yeah, he might be. Who knows? You have a sweet voice. I appreciate that, but what about suppressor tools on ages? That's actually gamer. So good. It's actually surprising it works very well. You won't believe how many people I roasted in Hangar Showdown with it, but too many outlaws to deal with, which is the problem. And every time I spawn that, specifically we face outlaws for no reason, which should not be the case. The last rebalance wave is going to buff Burrow Beam Mag, I swear. Hope so. But I think what they should be doing is like increasing the shield bypass to 50% or like even 40%. 30% not gonna cut it, people. Still not enough. Really does anything. Still garbage, if you ask me. Skyship 11 without a beacon is lol. Yeah, that's true. The beacons on like 3 beacon maps are kind of weird. Like how the influence works in the 3 beacon maps are kind of weird. I don't like that much. 5 beacon maps are a bit different, but 3 beacon maps are completely crazy though. Burrow Beam effective with back damage. Not because of back damage, because even with back damage, Galvanic completely absorbs 1 magazine like easily. The main reason it's effective is because of that bug, which I talked about in the video, where it bypasses shields entirely if you shove the weapon right in the enemy's face, which I don't know what's going on. Definitely the Disruptor had the same bug. I'm not joking with you people. Disruptor definitely had the same bug. Because Disruptor had a 10% shield bypass in the stats, alright? Like it has 10% shield bypass. But I don't know what's going on. You got block 1, right? Then what event tokens are you going to grind? I'm just going to get the tokens because... going to get the compensation because why let them go to waste anyways? I might be dead here, but better be worth it. And to be fair, how did he link to me anyways? Don't even tell me. I don't want to. I don't want to know. I do not want to know. I didn't mention that the reward from the gear hub from I'm taking that you can buy the epic implants for 600 acorns, right? I'm saying. Not sure what you're trying to say, but I don't think there's any like rewards in the gear hub. You're talking about like that implant market, right? You're talking about the implant market. I think that's what you're primarily talking about. Because that's where you buy implants. I don't think there's like any gear hub where you buy the implants for. Please use Savant Mimicker. I forgot. Completely. Better get to that. Suppress him and run away, basically. Or die. Either way. It's two solutions we can go with. Either survive or die entirely, because why bother? It's gonna take so many mags to kill this, whatever this thing is called. It's like 1,000 credits per token. Yep, it is 1,000 credits per token, which is the same thing that they've done for like the last previous Mega Crate Rush events. Which is not surprising because if they give a crazy compensation, then most people that had the mech would just try to get the compensation, and they wouldn't want that, right? And again, how generous are they? Giving 500 acorns in the event itself is honestly generous enough, I would say. Can't get any more generous than that, you know? Some work, do you know? So see ya, bro. Alright, bud. Take care. Take care. Thanks for joining the stream, buddy. I am basically doing nothing, but kind of distracted at the same time. Because I'm like looking at the chat as well, you know. Trying my best. To be fair, I should have crashed him before I actually approached him, which was a bad idea on my part, but oh well. Let me see here. Suppressor Lacewing is meta. It's not meta, but it's really good though. Dang, what happened to my voice? Just give me a second. Yes. Dang, my voice got cooked. Is Particle Beam that good? Nope, it's garbage. In the hands of bots, anything is good, you know? The bots will use dread shots and tell you the most meta weapon, but if you use them, they'll basically do no damage. I'm not even kidding, people. Dread shots, and even what is it? Like where's that weapon? Like, where is it? Yeah, this one. Carbine. Did they forget about Carbine's existence entirely or what? Like, this weapon is trash. Like, completely. This thing needs serious amount of damage buffs. It's garbage completely. Like, the reload is fine, the range is pretty good. The magazine's also honestly fine. But the damage output is terrible, honestly. It's garbage. They need to give 50% damage buff to this or else I will be upset. Significantly upset. So let's see. Let's put on Savants, 16s. Let's make that work. Just hope the bots don't bring chunky mechs, or else we're not going to be able to kill them relatively easily. Get the Cooldown, duration, I think damage. I don't have any of the savant implants, but I'm primarily using the damage. Carbines are good for achievements. Yes, very good for that. Other than that, definitely a weapon that's good for the balls. You know. Let's see. Bro, your arena rank playoff position show. I think it's like top 60 or something. I don't know. Definitely not that great. What are the best weapons for Blockhorn? Mostly like Tetra Rifle, I would say. Tetra Rifle works very good on Blockhorn. Suppressors also work very well. Suppressors and Blockhorn, Suppressor Blockhorn and Tetra Rifle Blockhorn are one of the best Blockhorn builds, which are like not the most meta options, but the Mech itself is not even that meta, so consideration there. Charge rockets also work pretty well, but I wouldn't say that's like effective for like every game mode outside of like CPC or like Hanger Showdown. I prefer to make use of the damage boost, so weapons that have a lot of sustain that can make use of the damage boost are good. Bro, 3 years ago I maxed my Carbine 12s and using them on Guardian. That was so OP back then. Yeah, I know. It was crazy. Now they're kinda garbage though, unfortunately. Let's see, we got people, so let's roast them. See. Thank you. Let's see what this guy got. Oh, both of them have outlaws in the back. That's not nice. You have to use any other mech you want, not outlaw though. Outlaw Charge Rocket is my dream build, a mobile player. I mean, it is one of the top meta builds, so can't argue with that. Definitely worth the consideration though. It's still, Charge Rockets are still usable on mobile. You just don't get the option to like alternate weapons. You mostly have to fire both at the same time, both sides at the same time. You can still use them effectively on mobile. They still definitely work. Good thing I fired that because it's kinda annoying. I do not think you should be there because he's gonna get himself cooked, which is not good for him. This is why I prefer the Mimicry, you know? If outlaw spam increases, you do not want to deal with that. Mimicker has always been like a very nice mech to have in the hangar, you know? Very effective. Stupid outlaws can still be irritating though. So, why don't we harass them with our own outlaws then? So I have to be careful here. Like the range of the Redox is like 39 meters, so I do not want to get that close to him. Shotgun Shadow was the best meta. Yeah, I know. I wasn't there at the time, but I definitely liked that. Seeing it, you know. It was like the most sneakiest stuff that you could do to players. Fun times, you know. This is the reason why I do not like to use savants, you know. It takes like a ton of magazines to kill stuff, you know. Let's see here. I will use this, but I do not want to be dealing with the outlaws. So just get rid of them immediately. I have to get rid of that outlaw. It's really annoying. Stupid panther barrier as well. Really annoying. Ouch. How much token events remained? 3 tokens events for Blockhorn. I still have to get like 6 tokens from the event right now. But yeah. This is like the last day of the tokens, I think so. Unless there's one more tomorrow, which I think most likely it should end by today or tomorrow. That's it, if you ask me. That Deathwalker's crashed. I think I have to check the Mech Arena official page, you know, because I'm not sure. I don't keep up with all the news every time. Show your face. Stupid outlaws, you know, can be getting problematic. Once Galvanic does not exist, the Tetra rifles still perform pretty good, you know. They still work. Nothing. Welcome to the stream. What's up? What's up? Let me just check here really quick. I think this should be like the last event for the tokens, you know. Yep, today is the last day. Today is the last day. So I highly recommend people logging in and get all of your tokens. So today is the last day, you know. Which is kind of cool. Anyway. Alright, but take care. I'll see you later. Thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate it. Lace swing jump distance. Most OP implant, definitely. Win 5v5 death matches. That's complete. Let's go. Bro, which country are you from? I'm from India. Alright, let's go for some more Savant Mimicker. Tomorrow, Macarena never give us Deathwalker ECR. I'm not really sure about whether they give it or not. Like, it's a very interesting question that a lot of people ask me, but like, I'm not 100% sure what they do. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure what it'll be. It could be a lot of things, but I also do not like to consider the modifiers as much. Because, like, even if you think of the modifiers that, because, like, when they mentioned the last seasonal modifier, when they give, like, what's the thing, the tail sting, they gave a damage implant. They did not really give tail sting. Same thing goes for, like, a blockhorn. They did not give the mech. So I'm most likely not 100% sure, but it could be Deathwalker. Bro, just 3 tokens pending? Yep. I still have to get them. Which is gonna take me some time, you know? Oh, I forgot to select the other hanger. Fair enough. But I just like to use the Burrow Beam Surge a lot, you know? If these bots let me, that is. Let's just wait. Send it back. He's so dead. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Roast. Oh, yep, he's dead. He has no chance against that. Thank you, thank you. I'm getting cooked here without that salve, you know? So toast. I mean, I'm dead, but that was to be expected. We forgot to spend 2k credits, I guess. Yeah, most likely. It's kind of OP. To be fair, his weapons are not supposed to do that much damage. But it does anyways. Ouch. Yeah, I might be cooked there. Got both of them. Let's go. Why not Deathwalker ECR? I never said there's not going to be Deathwalker ECR, but I don't think there's like high chances for it though. Bro, you play with Cax, but why not join his clan? Because I enjoy being in the clan I am. I don't think I have to be in his clan to play with him. A lot of people have been asking me why don't you join their clan, but I'm not really interested, alright? Like it's not like a clan issue anyways. Bro, is Platinum LTA from India? I think he's from Pakistan, I'm not sure. You might want to ask him personally. I'm looking to buy some mechs with A coins and currently have a Surge and Eclipse. What should I go for? I mean, save your A coins. Tomorrow, most likely will be Deathwalker ECR, or maybe not. I don't really know. To be honest, at this rate, I'm so confused. I just don't have high hopes for it because, like, the mech should be for in game currency pretty soon, so that just depends. Unless they do both of it at the same time, which would be crazy. But I'm not 100% sure though. We do have 5 tokens right now, so I'll just have to complete a few more. I had to complete this as well, so let's just go here. I just like to get the blueprints anyways, even though I don't use the blueprints are gonna be going to waste. I just get them anyways because I don't want to spend too many credits on anything else. Bro, many people say Redox is more meta than Deathwalker and Outlaw. Is it true? Would I say Redox is better than Outlaw? Not even in a million years. Outlaw is just so much better. But in some cases, it could be the case. But I would not say like Redox is better than Outlaw. Definitely better than Deathwalker though. Subjectively better than Deathwalker right now. I wouldn't say it's better than Outlaw though. Outlaw's just way better. Both have modifiers, and there are some like situations where like Redox can kill an Outlaw easily, but that's not the proper explanation. That's not a proper explanation. It's about what counters most things. An Outlaw can counter more things than Redox can. The only thing that Redox is good is it's very tanky. You cannot kill it. It's very very tanky, especially with the speed boost and ability damage, which is also pretty high. Primarily due to modifiers, you know. Once the modifiers are gone, it won't be that great. Bro, I'm Sparky. Welcome to the stream, bud. What's up? What's up? Bro, I used 7,000 acorns on buying other things and still collected 7,000 acorns again. They didn't give Deathwalker ECR. Deathwalker ECR most likely will come tomorrow, which is what people are saying, but I'm not sure. As I said. My opinion is I don't have high hopes for it, but it most likely will come. Who knows? I just don't have high hopes for it because it's a weapon, it's a mech that should be coming for in-game currency pretty soon. Even after modifier is gone. After modifier is gone, I think it should be worse than Deathwalker, to be honest. Because it should be like very easy to kill. It's really good right now because of the extra stats. This does some pretty good damage. I mean, he survived that. Fair enough. I really hate the savants because they hit everything. And when I mean by hit everything, they hit all the mods instead of going directly to the base HP, which is kind of weird. Because even after like I remove his like blockade shields and everything, it'll still try to hit his canopy on purpose, which I don't know why. Which I don't know why that happens, but it does happen. Was not paying attention there. Due to that, my friend got cooked. They also say Citadel is coming in a few time. Yeah, Citadel is really good. If they release that, that would be really, definitely worth it for most players to pick up. I hope Deathwalker are coming in credits. Wish like Mimicker. I don't think they will be giving it for credits. Deathwalker's too strong to be given for credits. The reason why they give Mimicker is because it's like not meta, right? The same thing could be said about Deathwalker, but I think Deathwalker is way better. So most likely they're gonna give it for A coins, if you ask me. And I honestly don't even think it's about whether the mech is good or not. I think they just have like preferences over like which mechs people use more often. You know? I think that they give Mimicker for credits because most people do not use Mimicker, right? Whereas something like Outlaw, they give it for A points because they know most people are going to use it, right? I think that might be the main reason. I think it's not just about whether the mech is good or not. That's the way we think of it, but I don't think that's the case. Let's crash this fellow and hook him, obviously. Charge a click is the best counter to Hornet Redox. You can even retreat relatively quickly. Yep, that's what I'm actually planning to do. I was even planning on doing Suppressor Eclipse as well, but too expensive, you know? And I kind of have other things in mind. The issue is, like, I'm having more of an issue in Hangar Showdown outside of other game modes. Like, Tournament, I can still hold my ground pretty easily. But, like, in Hangar Showdown, when I'm facing all of these top meta stuff, it is a problematic, you know? So, whenever I think about it, I just prioritize building and Hangar towards Tournament specifically, because that's where I get most of the rewards from. I don't get much from, like, Hangar Showdown anyways, because I have over 4,000 elite mod parts. Honestly, I don't even care. See you next time. Love from Bangladesh. Alright, buddy. Take care. Take care. I'll see you later. I hope Redux will be better even after modifier is gone. Like, people using it in HS. People still use it, but it's not going to be as effective. Most top meta ballers might have already moved on at that point. Bro, can you play tournament with me, Grandmaster? It's so tough. I mean, I already completed tournament on this account already. As you can see here, this is what I have currently. I'm in like top 89, which is it's kind of good. Let's see what most other people have. Like this is Kaiser Storm. I think he already completed his tournament too. Oh, not yet. He's also yet to complete his 160 battles. Pretty cool. But yeah, the tournament is going to end in like 17 hours. After that, you're not going to get anything. So yeah, I've completed my tournament. I don't think you can play with me right now. Most likely, we're going to have to wait until next season. But if you guys do want to run tournament with me, I'll feel free to do that. I just don't play with teammates in tournament just because like people steal my kills and I don't really like that, you know. Which is the main reason. Alright, so let's go. Let's put this back here. I think we should be good. Let's see. I think I'll go with this. I am planning to replace the Tetra 16s with Quasher 16s pretty soon because the Quashers do not rely on extra damage, which Galvanic will absorb, so just much better. Because most of the enhanced shots are just true damage that go directly to the base HP and mods. So they entirely ignore Galvanic unless you're shooting from the side or back, so that's just much better. Excuse me, how do you dash from the side? That's new. Yeah, the bot can dash backwards now, which is very cool. Either that's latency or am I just having visual bugs? Which could be the case, because I don't know. Bro, are you planning to invest on double charge rocket 16 Redox? I already said I'm not planning to buy Redox at all. Because I don't need it. I'm not interested in abusing that thing just because the modifier's there. It's not gonna be that good after the modifiers, as I already know, so I'm not really gonna buy it anyways. I prefer to be investing in something else. I'll definitely be getting Charge Rocket 16s though, because that's gonna go so well on my Salvor. I can actually stay next to people without getting obliterated instantly, you know? And that's just much better than using something like Gemini's, you know? Show your face. Show your face. I think I missed one of those shots, but farewell. Ouch. That Walker can be annoying. He turned his back, and I one-shot him with that. Why don't they give some special rewards for top 500 players, like 100 A coins per win, or something else like no rewards than top 500 players? Because that would be too generous. And yet again, I don't really think we need that anyways. I think they need to increase the amount of A coins in like the lower brackets, like the professional and expert, because I don't think most people get much. Get there. Like Grandmaster gives you significantly higher A coins. Like I get 600 A coins if I just win all 8 matches, and I've been getting consistent amount of 8 wins. You know, so like it's crazy. Where someone else getting 8 wins in like other brackets, for example, they're not getting as much. Definitely feels very unfair if you ask me. Let's crash this fool, and I might get him. We got 7 kills with this thing. It's so OP that they basically never survived it. I think my pilot is maxed, I'm not sure. Still rank 6. Because I don't use sniper weapon that often these days. Just wait. I'll crash him so that way he does not have a problem with that. Okay. I got him. Oh, there's another Seeker, okay. I don't think it's another one, I think it's the same one. Which is the case, because we did not kill him, basically. My plan is to not get Deathwalker, but to save till Lacewing ECR comes. How long do you think? Mostly not anytime soon. You're gonna be waiting for a long time, buddy. Because they already did a Lacewing ECR a couple of months ago. I don't know if it's a couple of months ago, but most likely a few weeks ago, I'm not sure. I don't really remember, but most likely. It's more of like a recent ECR that we have encountered for Lacewing. Bro, I am 5.5 KSP and I defeated 9 KSP player in a clan versus in a 1v1. Nice. But it seems like you have a beautiful gaming room like Kaiser's room, because I hear anything. I can't hear any other noise from your side, just peaceful vibe. Am I right? Not really. It's because I have a bunch of filters. There's a lot of background noise going on. If I take off all the filters, you will definitely hear it. I have a bunch of OBS filters backing me up here. Right, I think we're almost done. I don't know why this thing is taking so long. I think we just have to intentionally go down 1 HP and then try to get as many kills with that. Which I don't know how easy that is, but we'll figure it out. I got Outlaw Range Implant twice for free, but Quantum Venom damage isn't even showing in the shop. Crazy. I already know that feeling. When you want the implants that you want, you don't even get them. Hopefully, I understand that. Let's go. We got bots. I prefer to use low SP for completing that tasks. I mean, I completed most of them. There's just like a few things that are just a bit annoying to deal with. Basically. Oh, hello. Survived that almost. But should I buy Podgun 10 or Charge Rocket 10? I go Charge Rockets. Podguns don't even feel like Podguns anymore. Like outside of the 16s, they don't really do that much damage, do they? I've stopped using Podguns a long time ago. Might want to get back to it, but like it doesn't do damage at all. The mods in this game are insane. Like basically, most weapons do not do damage at all. Like I don't know what's going on. Specifically against bots, that's pretty good against players, but like you don't encounter players that much, so it's the thing. There's a bad person here. We have to get rid of him. So I'd go with Charge Rocket 10s personally. There are better mechs that can make use of that. If you have put your Charge Rocket 10s on like an Outlaw, for example, if your Outlaw is rank 4 or 5, depending on what rank it is, you definitely put that instead of using some garbage weapon. Definitely make worth it. Especially if you have Storm Racks on your Outlaw, you can put the charges on your Outlaw, and you can put your Storm Racks on your Deathwalker. So you can basically free up your Storm Racks for your Deathwalker. If we do plan to get it anytime soon, that is. But I'll first give you a chance to take down your health and then camp and then use Gemini 16. Yep. It's trying that, but like Geminis are getting kind of boring, you know, spamming them all the time. I have legendary pod damage implant, but it's cooked. Even with the damage implant, like how much of a difference it's gonna make, honestly. It's nothing crazy. It's suppressor time. I have an idea. Let's try to use like burrow beams on this. Let's go. We got 25 capture points with that. Let's go. I only have Eclipse as a legendary mech. For Eclipse, you have better options. If you put the charge rockets on Eclipse, that's gonna be so OP though. You don't even know how much your enemies are gonna hate you after that. You can basically go in and harass everyone with that build. Like it's hilarious how it works. Charge Eclipse is just crazy. You can complete remaining tasks at high SP. I don't think so. I completed most of them. Like in tournament I was going today, I just completely bulldozed all of these tasks like no big deal. I'm just completing a few of them. right now, just because, you know, because I was like interested in testing out like my new settings for streaming, so that way, that's the reason why I was streaming today, you know, just to test out my new settings, which is what I'm going to be using for videos as well. So yeah. Yo, Entity, what's up? Welcome to the stream, buddy. What's up? What's up? At this point, I have basically 100 blueprints for Gemini 12s. If you guys want any blueprints for Gemini 12s, just ask me. I will mail them to your house very soon. Alright? Basically 100 blueprints for a weapon that is basically almost maxed. And I have 80 blueprints for this as well, which I don't need. Let's see what else I have. For Surge, I still have 62. For Eclipse, I have 100. For Redox, I also have 100, which is crazy. So I have blueprints for basically everything. Just need to rank everything up. Yeah, I know I have Charge Rocket 8, and it is a Ferrari. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Are you using laptop or PC? It's a laptop. It's a decent laptop, but I do not have a second RAM stick, which is really not comfortable, you know? Mafia Macarena, welcome to the stream. What's up? Did you get official content creator program? Nope. Definitely not yet, though. Mail me some for the 16. Let's see. Do I have the 16s? Yep, right here. I have 38 for this, which is not much, but if you want the 12s, I'll mail you those. You want for Squasher. You're gonna squash a bunch of enemies, aren't they? I have 70 for this, and I have 26 for this one. 26 is still enough to duplicate the 16s, though, to be honest. I prefer RTX 4050. That's too expensive, but it's crazy expensive, you know? You know. Blockhorn with what weapon? I mean, you go with the Tetra rifle, or like suppressors, for example. If you're gonna get it at rank 3, you most likely wanna use weapons that are like 16 energy capacity. Overdrivers can work very well at like mid game. I would not use them in like end game. It still takes too much to kill one target. Did you get 500 acorns from Blockhorn ECR? Yep, I got them. As you can see here, I'm so rich. Basically so rich. But yeah, you can also use burrow beams on Blockhorn, but I wouldn't say it's gonna be that effective. It can still work though with the damage boost. It's not gonna be anything crazy. Anyway. Let's go. My outlaw's not happy with just one squasher. True. Squasher outlaw's been something I wanted to try for a while in like tournament. The 16s hit really hard. 16s hit pretty hard. Definitely worth it. For me, I wouldn't recommend everyone do that, but you know, it's kind of interesting to try some stuff out. Is Blockhorn Tetra Rifle 10 good? Yeah, it's a pretty good combo. The damage boost actually helps you to take down Galvanic also. Yeah, definitely worth considering. It's pretty similar to Mimicker, but the fact that you have damage boost and a shield basically all the time, which is much better. Well, they have a Seeker, which can be problematic. Roast. Oh, hello. Not sure why he's using that, but it works for him, that is. You are not even shooting at me, basically. I'll explain that for myself. Don't bother. Please check tokens are enough for Blockhorn. I have enough tokens. I already got the Blockhorn. I already have the mech, honestly, but like, I'm just trying to get the extra tokens because I'll get some extra credits, which is good. Because it's free, and I love free stuff, you know. Even if it's basically nothing in comparison. Still something. Indian boy, welcome to the stream. What's up? Stun this guy and get rid of him. Ouch. All the bots have stupid volty, which can be problematic. Which one? Suppressor 12 or Charge Rocket 10? I have good pilots for both, and okay implants, and 6k SP. I go with the Charge Rockets. Suppressor is like, you get that thing for like higher progression. If you want to get to tier 8 that fast, then okay, get Suppressor. But like, for Charge Rocket 10, it's just really useful if you have like Outlaw. Especially your 6000 SP, right? 10 energy weapons are still effective at that SP, so I definitely go for that. Especially if you have an Outlaw. Charge Rocket Outlaw is just a menace right now. Definitely go get that. Deathwalker ECR tomorrow? I don't have any idea, but hopefully they do it. We just hope they do it, but I don't actually think they might. I'm working on Eclipse with dual Charge Rocket 10s. Rate this build? Very useful, honestly. I actually consider that build right now. Dealing with so many Tail Sting and Redox is really annoying that I might as well use an Eclipse right now. Honestly. Think about it. Now, even though the HP of Eclipse is not really good, still with Charge Rockets can be very effective. Dang, that lag is crazy though. The lag is crazy. Seeker can be problematic. Yeah, of course the bot's gonna teleport once he turns around, that is. Yep, I'm dead. Which was expected because the stupid bot keeps shooting him. Which is to be obvious. Why your accent like US? Are you living in US? Not really, I'm in India. I do have some secrets about that, but I will tell you those things a bit later. Maybe once we get a bit more higher subs, I think I'd like to talk about that. To be fair, let's just collect this garbage anyways. 15,000 credits right there. And let's just check one thing. If I restart the game, it should compensate me with those credits, right? Should like give me the compensation for this remaining 4 tokens. So I'll just restart the game really quick. It was not me, it was the bot. Yeah, I know it was the bot, because the bot was just standing right in the parasite's face. It's to be expected. Stupid bot was doing what he was supposed to do, which he's not supposed to do. He was not supposed to do, you know. Crazy. You're back for the 3rd time. Welcome back, bud. Welcome back. My voice is starting to get a bit too softer due to the fact I still have to drink some water, that is, but the 4 tokens are still there. I think it might give me the tokens after the Blockborne event ends, I think, most likely. Like, I'll get, like, what? How many credits? So I have, like, 4 tokens right now. And I have, like, 4 right here, which is, like, a total of how much? Like, 8. So that's 8 tokens, so I'm gonna get, like, 8,000 credits, which is, it's not much, honestly. While we're on the subject, let's get on to our other account. Let's get on to our other account, because this account is kind of boring right now. And I think I'll get onto the other one, because actually we have some gamer builds over there, which we can test out. So let's just get into that. So let me just open this really quick and switch to my other account, which we have. So yeah. Your voice is actually very pleasant. Thanks, bud. Glad to hear it. There you have it, people. Most OP hanger in the game. This is the most meta hanger that you would expect from any person in this world. It's just so good. So I'll be right back in a few seconds. I just have to go to the restroom really quick. Alright, we are back. Finally back. Can I be your friend in Macarena? I am an old subscriber. I don't have space in game, but if you have Plarium Play, you can send it. Like even on this account as well. Like I have space, but I don't play on this account at all. Pretty much. Should I get Charge Rocket 10 or 6? I am a mobile player. I get the 10. I don't know if you should get the 6 though. The 6 won't last for very long. You might as well get the 10s and duplicate them and put it on a rank 4 heavy mech, which is what I recommend you do. I wouldn't really bother getting the 6s unless you're like very low SP. This account is like 4k SP, your main is like 16k, I'm right in the middle of 9k. It's not bad. Sometimes I feel like he's doing job or maybe studying in PhD. Dang. Galaxy, what are your thoughts on the new Mech collaboration? What do you think the collaboration? It's pretty good. It's a good thing they're doing something at least. But I don't have much thoughts on it. I'm still thinking of like what ideas we could come up with. But I'm not like 100% sure. As long as they do something good, I don't have anything to complain about. Because basically anything that they do, there are flaws in it, you know? Which is the main problem. Alright, so let's go. I think we skip these playoffs for whatever reason. We also got this event, which I think I can grind. I just get the credits because, like, tomorrow there's going to be like a credit crate rush for some 8 or 6 energy weapon that I could get on this account, which would do pretty good, you know? Okay, bro, can I be your friend and play costumes? It's not costumes, it's customs. For a second there, I read that as customs. Please play with me. I mean, this is my ID right here. Some of you guys can send friend requests. I will accept it on this account. But keep in mind, I don't play on this account very often, alright? I don't play on this account very often. And I'll only be accepting people that are around 4k, that's it. I basically have only like, what, 34 friends in game, so if you're around like 4,000, 4,500 SP, then go ahead and join. Even if you're 5,000, I'll take you in. But I'm not going to be taking more than a few invites though. Keep in mind. Because I don't play on this account very often. Just occasionally. Just to test things out, that's it. So you just send the invite and I'll accept them, you know? So let's see. This Burrow Beam event, okay. Get this token as well. We basically completed this, which is crazy. When you're creating mods for this channel, consider me. I mean, yeah, I'm going to be considering people that have been here for a long time. That is the main thing thinking of. What are your thoughts on the new Mech Arena collaboration? As I said, it's a good thing that they're doing it, but I'm not sure what they are planning to do though. I don't have like any straightforward like opinions on it or anything. Because I still don't know what they're gonna be doing. So how should I know? It's a good thing that they're doing it though. Definitely like it. But I'm not sure what they're actually planning. Let's see, let's take all of this. I wish there was like a button that you can claim all the rewards instead of clicking all over the place just trying to claim something, which is kind of annoying sometimes, you know? Imagine we get this mech on this account, which I won't, by the way, because I've already skipped most of the tokens. I haven't got any of the tokens on this account, honestly. Which I don't really care too much about, but, you know. Your growth has been awesome. Yeah, for the past few weeks, it's been crazy, bro. It's been crazy. It's been going pretty good, though. I like it. I think Transformers or CR7 could be good. Yep. Those are definitely some good ones. Okay, so let's see what invites do we get. So we get this guy, which we will accept. This SP is perfectly fine. I can accept that. I'll accept this one as well. Keep in mind, I do not play very often on this account, so that's important. Okay, so let's go. Before that, though, instead of this, I want to put on something more OP, you know? Let's see what we get here. Berserkers are garbage. Disc launchers are also kind of garbage, to be honest. To be fair, let's do it here. Let's click this, and I'll take this one. I don't need a beam pilot for this weapon because it already does a disgusting amount of damage. Once we get into gameplay, you'll understand that. What happens if they announce that the collab will be with the maxed Vertipen? Vertispen. Not sure how I pronounce that. It's not really good though. I'm not really sure what that means, but to be honest, I'm not really that concerned though. That guy's like 10k SP, which is crazy. Can I play customs with you or play matches? Yeah, I mean, we're going to be running CPC. If you want to join, go ahead. Maybe try Funk Taka Yen XT. Yeah, that can actually be a pretty good one. I am testing out some different funks too for my videos, you know. Let's see, we got 4 people. Let's go. He's so cooked, basically. Oh, it's this guy. Okay, fair enough. Can I play with you? You have to be online in order for me to invite you, though. So you have to come in-game, so that way I can invite you. Which is important, you know? Ouch, 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 ouch. I might be dead. I might be dead. Never mind, I survived. I survived. He's so toast. Which I might also be. Be a nice person and do not kill me, alright? Bro, can you accept my in-game friends request? I accepted 2 requests just now. If that wasn't yours, you have to send an invite in order for me to accept. Which I'm in battle right now, so you're gonna have to wait. I only listen to funk. Nice. Show your face. Dang, how much damage does Disruptor do? I mean, it is Disruptor H, so... Should I die to that anyways? It's showtime. Yeah, I survived because Brick House is full of beef, basically. Definitely survived that easily. Just give me a second. I think you show his face. Never mind, there's somewhere else. Stupid strike rockets are coming from. And I'll tell you when you find some good ones. Nice. I do listen to funk occasionally, but like... I do like some of them though. Some of them are really entertaining. I like to listen to them on repeat. Which might seem weird to some people, but definitely looks nice. If I'm able to hit enemies in the back, it definitely does some decent damage though. Show your face. Once they come out of that shield, or that shield goes down. So toast. We'll basically just sit here because they cannot do anything. Oh, hello. You gotta go? Alright, but take care. Oh. Kill shot of all things. Of everything that should have killed me, it was definitely a kill shot. I definitely hate dying to kill shots though. It's kind of annoying. Not because I hate kill shot, but it just feels really bad dying to that thing, you know. Not sure who this is, but he's like 5.9k, which definitely will not be able to play with, you know. Let's invite him. Invite him as well. Can you show a good mech for? Can you show a good mech for Continuum? There are not a lot of mechs that can take advantage of the infinite uptime, but you could use it on like Eclipse. As Cax was saying, Eclipse works very well with the Continuums. It's not like that good though, because the damage output is not like that great, especially like we were playing at like 12,000 SP, which is not like the best way to show how well it performs, you know. Alright, let's go. But honestly, I wouldn't really be using Continuums that much. You could use it on mechs, but I would highly recommend it on shield mechs though. If you're going to use Continuum, use it on mechs that have shields or like any kind of like damage resistance or something. Maybe even Parasite could work. But I wouldn't really use Continuums, honestly. Better use something that actually does damage faster. I think that was like an Eclipse, or what is that? It's a bot with a mimicker. Which is toast, though. Alright, let's go. It's time to roast this man. Which he will definitely survive everything, by the way, because he's freaking... Don't worry, I will save you. What about Outlaw Continuum? Definitely works, but I wouldn't recommend it. too much exposure for a mech that won't survive out in the open for very long. Even with the modifier, that is. But it can work if you crash the enemy and then shoot them. But the issue is you have to be able to kill the target while they're reloading, which cannot be guaranteed by continuums that much, you know. And also the issue is here, I might be cooked by this Death Walker. Just wait for them to run out of juice, which hopefully very soon. Yeah, of course it's a tail sting. Why not? How exactly does the server handle his registration for fast-moving projectiles under high latency? Isn't the server side or client side authorization? Authorization, I would say. I'm not sure. Definitely it's like OBS doing the work for me. Let's go, boys. Let's go. They're so gonna die to it. So slow. Just move faster, will you? They should do the same thing for Brick House as the same thing they've done for, what's its name? Redux. While the ability is active, you should be able to move faster. It needs a 70% movement speed while the ability is active, to be honest. Dang, this thing is so slow. Barely even moves, basically. It's just so slow. But the damage boost is definitely helpful, though. That took basically a full magazine for a Sentinel. Crazy. Let's go. Move faster, Brickhouse. There are other people in the line. You know, mostly enough, when I was secretly playing Macrina, I used both Tengu with Savant, Salvor with Continuum, Stalker with Versa, Aegis with miniguns, and Overdrivers. I wouldn't use miniguns, I use Overdrivers. You don't want to suffer from an outlaw crashing you. And Orion with Geminis. That's a pretty solid setup I got right there. But I wouldn't use Continuums on Salvor either. That's not an effective. It's not effective. Get these tasks, we'll complete these. Most of these should be pretty easy though. Honestly. I'm just gonna complete these just to boost my credits up because I'm gonna need them for tomorrow, you know? As you guys can see, I have not even claimed any of these yet, which is crazy. But let's go. We got a heavy duty pilot, which I mostly will never use, by the way. But it is what it is, you know. Basically, Tango is my favorite, better than Lacewing. Yeah, I really like that mech. I just wish it had a bit more HP, you know? Same thing with Guardian. It's too slow and does not have basically no HP. Like, I was considering using like charge rockets on Guardian to make it work, but like, I don't really know. Play with me. I don't see you anywhere. Oh, there we go. If I see you, I'll invite you, but if I don't see you, I cannot invite you. You have to keep in mind. That's important. Let's see. Where's the other guy? I guess he's not here. Must be the game is getting bugged, you know, because sometimes even though people are like online, the game just glitches and it does not like show them entirely, which is crazy. Which can be kind of annoying, you know, sometimes. Let's go. We got a people, which we're gonna roast, by the way. The exact matchmaking algorithm in Mech Arena has never been officially revealed, so nobody can say it's certainly based on Hanger squad power. It's not based on Hanger squad power. I don't know who told you that. It's not based on squad power. It's about whatever you have in your Hanger and the rank of everything, and also based on your win rate and everything. It considers everything, not just only your squad power or anything. So if someone told you it considers squad power, they're pretty much dumb. Oh, he's already dead? I was going to go heal him, but I also need to get up here. There's two annoying birds up there, which can be a problem. Definitely be a problem. Show your face. I'm just gonna ignore those fools and go this side because I have to go for beacon, you know? With this mech, primarily. And once I get up there, I'll be able to, like, shoot those guys, you know? He has no idea I'm here, but he's gonna know soon. Why are you using a rank 3 slingshot, buddy? He barely survived. Show your face. Am I just hearing things, or there's continuums everywhere? Which can be kind of problematic. Hopefully he comes back because I want to heal that man. Or never mind, he's dead. Show your face. Time to run, time to run, time to run. I am basically dead. Where did they go? Oh. Oh, that guy's still playing, okay. Why does he have no pilots though? Unless he's trying to SP drop or something, which is not a good idea. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Take it easy, take it easy. I'm a poor little brick house. Take it easy. We'll get to the center beacon in fashion style. But for Stalker with Versa, I saw a tough choice, either Block 1 or Stalker with Versa. I mean, Stalker can be pretty good if you use the sniper mode, but like, honestly, it's a bit too much exposure unless you're using the sniper mode, that is. And you only want to use the sniper mode once you peel off the enemy's mods, that is. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I am not doing that great, am I? Just to be expected, though. Let's see if he runs out of juice. Don't run away from me! Bye-bye. He's dead. Annoying Eclipse dead. Let's get rid of the other one. His name is Dark Legends, but he still is not legend enough to be dark. And he's dead, basically. We get the beacons, boys. Grab all the beacons. Before we run out of the influence, that is. And I smell Gemini somewhere. I can smell them with my nose, you know? You know, a wise mech arena would added a mech with an ability shapeshift into an enemy player to blend in. That would be very interesting, though, honestly. I really like the fact that like the community thinks of these like kind of interesting ideas, you know. It's really nice. But even if we think of these ideas, definitely the devs are not going to execute it, though. Which is to be expected. I think we win, pretty much. Maybe? No, maybe not. Because they have all the beacons, you know. Does Macarena use deterministic matchmaking based on only squad power, or hidden yam or variables also involved, and what evidence supports your answer? What evidence supports my answer? It's pretty simple, honestly. Based on what like ranks you have, because it considers everything, just not based on the squad power alone. I wouldn't say it's based on just the squad power. It considers like your win rate, like how much you win, how much you lose pretty often. And also there's another thing to consider. Matchmaking is like if you win too many battles, the game will decide we're gonna screw you over. That's also another thing that you have to keep in mind of, which is what the game does really often. If you win too much, the game will decide we're gonna make the enemy bots so OP and make your bots completely garbage, which is what they will do. Keep in mind, which is what I've been pissed off for the last few weeks. And it also considers the rank of your mechs, how good your mods are. So even if you're using a rank 4 mech with jacked mods, it's going to be considering everything. So if you have crazy mods, your matchmaking is going to be terrible. You have to keep that in mind, you know? Bro, what mech will come easy tomorrow in easier? I'm not sure. Most people are saying it's Deathwalker, so most likely Deathwalker. Yeah, dark people are legends. So true. The early birds keep me blocked for so long. I mean, those birds were blocking me too. I should have went for the beacon earlier, but that stupid kill shot came in there unexpectedly. They should give some buff to Guardian. It just needs a buff in stats, then it'll be much better. Now, even though it's a rare mech, technically, and it should be that way for a rare mech, it's perfectly fine. But, like, kind of a very useful ability going to waste, honestly. Like, the ability I considered so useful. It's just going to waste, basically. Like, you just think about it. Just because it's a rare mech, it has to have bad stats. It's obvious, but it's a very useful ability going to waste, basically. It's just a useful ability going to waste, basically. Where it could be useful. Which is just the issue. Oh, I was about to go get him. Fair enough. He's already dead. Let's see what the Savant Camper is doing. He's cooked. If he sees what he got killed by, he's gonna be so angry. 100% certain. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh no, oh no. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Show your face. It's a bird running away. Silly enough that how I know the best weapons for mechs that I used Google Gemini. See, I can help. Crazy, bro. Crazy. I'm starting to think that Google Gemini is kind of garbage sometimes. Because, like, it gives wrong answers even when it's not even right. Crazy. Used to be better than that, though. For some reason. Okay, I have to go get the other beacon before they strain away all of our influence. And I forgot to capture that, though. Which is not great. Never mind, I'm dead. Stupid quashers. And he does not even have a pilot on that, which I don't know why. Let's go. Blast RPGs never did damage. Why are they doing damage now? That should not be the case, you know? That's what a biological mimicker sounds like. Yup, so true. Did you people just see that? I don't know how that works, but definitely I'm not the one who's sitting here watching Macarena graphics. So cooked though. Fragment gun 16, rank 6. I mean, if you want one way to waste your resources, go ahead and rank up fragment guns, because why not? Nice work. How to join these matches? Like, which ID? I'm playing on this ID right now, on my other ID. I'm in 5k SP with Orion Search, Panther, Block 1, Brickhouse, and I'm in Implant Shop. There is a legendary Stormwreck Reload implant, so should I buy it or wait for ECR tomorrow? It's a pretty tough decision because like the Stormwreck Reload implant is just going to be so useful. And also we don't really know whether it's going to be Deathwalker ECR tomorrow. But I'll ask yourself, do you need a better build or a better mech? That is the main way to decide. If you need a better mech, then I'd say for Deathwalker. If you already have good enough mechs, then you might as well get the implant while you're at it. I prefer the credits. Even if I get the acorns, I'm not going to do anything with it because what's there to do? So primarily, if you want to get that implant, you have to make sure you have good mechs. So far, your block one seems fine. Brickhouse is not really that good. I wouldn't use that. Search is decent. Panther, Orion are also fine. But like the block one, I think I wouldn't use that for like very long. But still, it's pretty useful. If you don't have like other mechs to replace that with. Brickhouse, I would not even use. It's too slow. It's not that effective, you know. Brickhouse needs serious amount of buffs. Hopefully they do that soon. But honestly, I just save for the Deathwalker ECR. You might as well get an epic reload implant while you're at it, because an epic reload implant is fine for the most part. Now, even though the legendary makes a significant difference, and yes, it does much better than an epic one, and honestly, that's more worth investing in. The thing is, you're better off getting better mechs than better implants, to be honest. Deathwalker can be very useful for that hanger, especially if you do not have Outlaw yet. Still can't believe they did not update the stats of common mechs. That what grade update happened? Didn't even at least a 10% extra HP. A lot of lower tier mechs need to be getting buffs though, honestly. Most mechs like Paragon needs to be getting like more HP. Because like you just think about it, right? The amount of weapons these days do a ton of damage. And even mods need to be tuned down a bit. Like the Galvanic Hull definitely needs a pretty good nerf. That's some crazy HP. Because the Galvanic just absorbs most weapons. Because weapons like Overdrivers and Tetra Rifles, right? They are trash at max level due to a specific reason. Galvanic Hull. Pretty much the only reason why nobody uses them that much. Some people use it, but like not many people use it. Because they're just garbage. They don't do a ton of damage. These guys can chain the domes, it'll be perfect. Please make a friend. I mean, I don't have space in game, but on this account I could add you. But keep in mind, I won't be playing on this account very often. What happened to the perpetual shields, boys? I'm cooked, but more importantly, let's continue this. Just let me know when the shield's gonna go down. The Aegis Dome Chain is still pretty overpowered even at low SP. As long as you don't encounter outlaws, that is. Yet again, that's the exception. We include outlaw into everything because outlaw beats the crap out of basically every mech in the game, you know? So, just the problem. Once that shield goes down, that is. But mine. I don't know why I keep spawning in center, but I just want to make sure they don't get it, you know? It's a vortex. Show your face. That must be a really tanky Bliss Frost. I never realized he survived that. Give Stormrax, bro. Charge Rocket is the era? I don't think so. I don't think neither one is like objectively better than the other. Honestly. Even if you are playing on PC, I would say. I don't really think like Charge Rockets are just better than Stormrax. Definitely most people use Charge Rockets over Stormrax, but I wouldn't say they're better. That's more of a preference over like which is better. So I just joined in. I see Burrow being empty. What's going on? Because we're using the most OP builds in the game, obviously. That's what's going on today. I mean, it works. If it works, it works, you know. Not really gonna complain too much. Please add me on your main account. If you add me on Plarium Play, yes. Yet again, my in-game friends list is full, so you have to add me on Plarium Play. Yeah, overdrivers and will have all legendary implants, but can't use it because of Galvanic Hull, and they need to nerf it because absorbs too much damage, specifically legendary ones. Yeah, legendary Galvanic is just crazy. Like, let's just look at the Brick House, for example. And the thing is, you have to consider like tanks specifically because like the tanks have a lot of HP. Now here it says 80%, like 80% is basically. Now this is a rank 4 brick house. If I show you a maxed version of this, you will see how much HP a freaking Galvanic Hull has. It's just insane, basically. It's absurd. Like Epic one is so much weaker, but Legendary Galvanic is just completely crazy. Like the thing is, if I come do a comparison between like the Epic and Legendary mods, Galvanic scores a bigger difference compared to the other mods, which is just insane. I've checked it on most mechs, specifically like the tanks, like the mechs like Bastion and like Brickhouse, for example. They have like insane HP because Galvanic has a lot of HP on tanks specifically, which I don't know why. But Galvanic is crazy though. Bro, do you have any idea which mech ECR is gonna come tomorrow? I don't know. Most likely Deathwalker, but we just hope it's Deathwalker though, because I don't have high hopes for it though. You love Dome Chain. Too bad they don't really work at high SP. High SP don't really consider even using Aegis because Outlaw is everywhere, you know. We love Outlaw meta more because we just make sure nobody plays the game peacefully. It's crazy, bro. If I get myself a Seeker, I paint it black purple and just call it the Sky Warp, named after the Seeker from the Transformers with ability to teleport. That'd be really cool, bro. It's really cool. Do you think Stormknight will get a nerf in the future? I don't really see a reason why it needs a nerf, honestly. Don't really see a reason why. Now that there's a comparable option, Charge Rockets, I don't really see a reason why it needs a nerf. If they nerf it, they're doing the dumb thing because, to be honest, like he doesn't even do the ton of damage against like mods these days. Bots survive like 3 magazines without even effort, without even taking a bit of effort. It's crazy. There's a source over there, so I would not recommend he goes there. Is it a search? I don't know. Because he did dash in with stealth, if I'm not mistaken. Just hold still. Hold still. Ouch, ouch. That's a Stormrack Eclipse. Show your face. Yeah, I'm cooked. Which is to be expected because I don't basically have no HP, you know? He has no idea what's coming for him. Most OP weapon in the game, basically. Disc launchers. Used to be OP, but not OP anymore. Though. He has a charged rocket Blizz Frost, which can be problematic. Just 1 second. See here. I'm basically dead. Accept my friend requests right now, please. I'll see if I have space, then I'll accept you. It's not like I can just accept you for the sake of accepting, you know? Because the issue is we content creators, we don't have that much space, so we cannot just accept anyone's friend request. We mostly accept max level players because we do custom matches, which I don't really do that often anymore these days, but I just do it because like those are max level players, you know? That's about it. And even those are just on Plarium Play. I don't even accept them in game, to be fair. I'm surprised he died to that though. Ooh, it's a seeker. Got a source. Excuse me. That's annoying. This guy. Oh, he has a tail sting. Okay. They have a seeker. They have to deal with that. They have strike rockets in the back, which is pretty annoying. As long as they don't have any outlaws, we should be fine, I think so. Let's go. We are so cooking. Let's go. Be careful. Don't hurt yourself. You don't understand why Graviton Beam does not bypass multi-layer shields. The effect is literally called Implosion, bruh. Yeah, to be fair, I think it should. Or even have a certain percentage, like a Tetra Rifle, for example. But I think if it bypassed mods, I think it would be too OP, though. To be fair. Like, not competitive OP, but it would be pretty OP, though. Whoever spams are getting timed out, people. That's it. No exceptions. Why is Eclipse... Dang, bro, just deleted the question immediately. Why is Eclipse so underrated these days? I encounter Redox, Outlaw, Citadel, Hemlock, Solus, Outlaw, Orion. It's not that it's underrated. The HP is terrible. That's all. Eclipse is not bad. It's the HP that holds it back. Honestly, I don't even notice a big difference from the nerfs. The HP is just garbage. That's just the main issue. It dies to literally anything. It just dies to literally anything. That's just the thing. You see Revoker Eclipse and Hanger Shutdown. It's not even a big deal, basically. It'll die to literally anything you throw at it, basically. The HP is the main issue. It's not that Eclipse is bad. It's really effective. Especially with all of these status effects in the game, I consider using it. But the HP is just so garbage. Because you have to consider how strong the weapons are in the current meta. Like even Charge Rocket 16s, for example. They're no joke. They do a ton of damage. Main reason why people don't use Eclipse. Because that HP is just terrible. Because it literally dies to anything, as I mentioned. Let's see. Got entity right here and that. I'm not sure who this is, but we'll accept it right away. So let's go. Spin these tokens. I have a rank 5 lace wing. What is the best weapon to put on it? Storm rank 10 and 6. If you have the Storm rank 8, then put that in place of the 6. Pretty simple. You ask for help. Where can I find Hemlock package? Just need to complete. To be honest, I don't even know what that means, but okay. Bro, can you suggest some among Orion Surge, Block 1 Panther, Block Horn? Which one stays for long term and which one can be replaced with Mechs for long term as a F2P? Surge and Orion I still continue using. Surge I would replace once you get like Citadel or Bliss Frost because those are like the current meta stuff, right? So I'd replace them. Brickhouse, Panther, Blockhorn, all three of them I'd replace them honestly. The Orion is the only exception because if you get Geminis on Orion, that's gonna be like your tournament hard carry build. So that is like the only exception. Even though Orion's technically an epic mech, in my consideration, it is legendary. So there's that. Aegis4205, welcome to the stream. What's up? Have you heard of the retirement makes it feel like Shadow, Lancer, Guardian, and Killshot are just feel like they're just sent to retirement while Eclipse, Lacewing, Outlaw, and Nomad just their spot? To be fair, you do have a point. I got done the block one well 71 6 over 9 rewards. You guys really need to make me understand what you're trying to say. Because I don't even know what he's trying to say. You gotta go, bud. Alright, take care. Take care. Plasma PMA, welcome to the stream. What's up? Rate my hanger, please, Green Ninja. Okay. I'll check your hanger out after this. Just dodged with it, especially effective against mobile players who are too independent on aim assist. I feel so weak, 3.2k and 0 mods. I just got killed by Killshot with a DL8s in 2 hits. I mean, with rank 3 mechs possible, but I don't think you should be dying to disc launchers though. They do not do damage, as you know. Even with the Brickhouse booster, a freaking Sentinel survived everything, which is not supposed to happen. All legendary scouts need a 15% HP buff. Not even 15%, brother. 30% is necessary. Highly necessary. You're gonna hurt yourself, alright? Do not expose yourself while the enemy has hornets. And I think he even has the venom damage implant, which we could get cooked by. He's so cooked. Never mind, I survived. Let's go. Show your face. Is that an outlaw? He's moving so fast, basically. Never mind. Let's go, people. Brickhouse is going to so cook. Just hope there is. Can you move, please? Doesn't do any damage, basically, which is fine. Let's go. Let's go. Ouch. Ouchie, that can hurt. I'm kind of excited for the new collab, whatever they're going to do. Yeah, it is pretty good that they're doing something once in a while. What collab do you want? I am honestly not even sure. As I mentioned, I don't even have any ideas about it yet. You have a Redeemer with Squashers, which can be problematic, especially when facing too many outlaws. Ouch. That definitely hurt. But tomorrow, ECR, which mech? My English is cooked. Tomorrow, I think it's gonna be Deathwalker, but we don't know, really. So dead. I mean, all of my mechs are rank 3, so anything these guys throw at me wanna be dead, so hopefully not. Just need to wait, press patient. Be patient. Oh, hello. Next time, tell me that you're behind me so I can actually shoot you, okay? Blizzfrost is better at Hanger Showdown while Search dominates in FFA, CPC, and 5v5. Not really. Blizzfrost is still better. Like the dash is definitely helpful in like CPC, but I wouldn't say it's better. I honestly wouldn't say it's better. Is it really worth upgrading MD to rank 6 purple star? Not really. I only did it because I like the mech. Personally, that's all. I wouldn't recommend you do it, so it's not that great. Like he has rank 3 mechs and we're facing basically rank 6 enemies, so we are so cooked. Arc Torrent 10's rank 6? Who uses that? Definitely people who live in a different dimension than we do. Those are the people that use it, I'll tell you that much. When I finally saw Volti in the main game for the first time, for some reason I thought Volti had a pair of bunny ears, but it's just an ability behind the mech. Yep. That was something that Chef was talking about in his videos. Which, I was like coming to conclusion, you know? It's crazy. Weapon ECR? I don't know about weapon ECR. Weapon ECRs are random. Mechs, we can actually come to a clue because of the modifiers, but weapons are just completely random. We don't even know what they're gonna do. Bro, where are you from? I'm from India. Psst. I hope it's Nomad. I don't even have enough acorns for Death Turd. Yep. Definitely don't want to get a Death Turd. Don't have enough acorns. Like when... Mech Slayer, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's see what he got here. Kinda think you unnecessarily upgraded a bunch of stuff because, like you think about it, disruptors are fine. Just give me a second. Paragon rank 6. Paragon's useless. Like, just make it clear. Make it clear. Outside of Lancer, pretty much every other lower tier mech is a waste of resources, alright? Of course, you can put mods on it, whatever, but like now mods are available for every mech. There's really no point. Lower tier mechs have lost significantly value, especially with the amount of damage in this game, basically. Most weapons are crazy these days. And like these mechs are like not really that good, honestly. You could sit back with them with the guided, but how effective are you actually being in the battlefield? Like, let's just think about it. You know, like lower tier mechs, there are like intentions of you get higher energy capacity, you can use mods on it, you're tankier than your lower tier mechs, whatever, like your rank 4 epic mechs, whatever. There's like those suggestions which like Ruffles was talking about, but like let's be realistic. How useful are they? Not really anything better. A rank 4 outlaw is going to do much better than this. A rank 4 surge is still going to do better. A blockhorn still going to do better. I don't really see a reason why you should be mega upgrading lower tier mechs at all. Sitting back with guided ain't really effective. Even if you're using guided, you still have to be going for beacons, which you can physically do with these mechs, while other mechs have abilities which can support you. Not really worth it upgrading lower tier mechs anymore. Lancer's the only exception, because it can actually get on top of rooftops. Everything else is a waste of resources. I would not even consider them. Bro, can you rate my hanger in-game? So yeah, you have to replace that Guardian and like the Panther eventually once you get better mechs, you know? Most likely. Oh, he's already dead. Never mind. So sit here. It's a surge with disruptor, of all things. I mean, he has a Volti, so he should be able to kill everyone without even bothering. Just hope he has all the implants for that. Tengu and Orion are not that bad. Tengu is pretty good. Tengu is fine, but like that Paragon and all, I would not use those. Garbage. So cooked. We're just gonna go for the beacons, boys. Just hope we survive, but it's not gonna be a possibility though. Zap these guys with my thing. He had a charge rocket Paragon. I don't know in which economy people would use that, but it is what it is. I'm dead, which is fine. You're a big fan, Macarena, India. Welcome, Tuk Tuk. Welcome back. Let's go for their spawn point, boys. Dang, this mech is too slow. Is Tengu worth it to rank to 6-star? I said those A-coins were better mechs, honestly. Like, Tengu is not bad, but I would say there's just better options, and there's so many legendary mechs that you can actually invest in. I don't really see a reason why you should be upgrading Tengu. Yet again, this goes to show too, how effective are they long term. Cooked. Just gonna sit here because they have a ton of strike rockets. They're basically backline camping machines, basically. Thank you. Well, I already maxed Lancer for Gemini and Tetra Rifle. Lancer's perfectly fine. Do not upgrade like Paragon and other stuff. Do not upgrade Paragon like Guardian. Those are not like really good anymore. I used to glaze Guardian a bit too much, but yeah, not really that good. Basically no HP, basically. And it's slow as a snail, which is not great. But I do really like using the mech though. Still one of my favorite mechs. I just wish it was usable. So many annoying stupid guided spam, which should be expected. I prefer they use Gemini over Strike Rockets because Strike Rockets is so annoying. But they don't do a ton of damage though, so that's perfectly fine. I sent you a friend request, can you accept it? Depends on whether it's on this account. On other account, I can only accept stuff that are on Plarium Play. You're gonna go, catch you later. Alright, bud, take care. Brickhouse is snail legs. It's worse than snails. To be honest, even snails move faster than Brickhouse, to be fair. If we can come to a conclusion there. Which I think is the case, you know? Yeah, we might be cooked, boys. We might be so cooked. Yeah, I did basically nothing, but just to be expected. I think we wasted a bit too many mechs standing there on center beacon. Dumb decision, but since we all made the dumb decision, I don't think anyone can complain, can we? Hope not. If we're gonna make a dumb decision, let's make it together. Let's see what this man has. Dang. Bro really knew the assignment better. This is kind of messing up your matchmaking because, like, you think about it. That's basically a max mech with double 16s. That's basically an unbalanced hanger. Yep. It pretty much is other mechs are doing balls right now. Would not be using that, honestly. Why is Mortals going in the background? Because I said it to. If you guys want, I can change the background music a bit. Let's change it. Let's actually change it. Let's see. I'll go here. Let's see here. I'll browse. Change it to something else. I think I was thinking of something. Let's see. I think we'll say change it to this. Let's go. I think this should be better. According to me, one of those MVPs was a bot. Crazy. Want a 1v1? Nope, I'm not doing 1v1s. Also, let's accept this friend requests. His squad power is fine. What do you think about my hanger? I lost eight of my tournaments with one of those presets. Like, I'm not doing hanger reviews right now at the moment. Like, these guys are just asking me to like check their hangers out, so yeah. But I'm not doing hanger reviews right now because if we start hanger reviews, we're gonna be sitting here for the rest of tonight, you know? Which is not a good idea. I already buy Gemini 10 combo with 10 and 6. Well, sometimes I make players mad due to it ambushes them often. Dang. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm in Grandmaster 3. If you could redesign one weapon from scratch without removing it from the game, what would you change? Kind of hard to say, but there are a lot of weapons I can think of. Like, for example, like repeaters. Definitely would make some changes to that. Not really that great. A lot about things I can consider, like, let's see, like berserkers, definitely. Not really that good. Lot of weapons that can come to mind. I don't really know if I choose anything specifically, but I have a lot of weapons in mind to think of. Like most of them are like not really that good. And I don't know why the devs take 2.5 years to buff one freaking weapon. And even if they buff it, it's like a tiny buff. We were expecting a 65% damage buff for Dress Shot. Instead, it was 10.6%. Very absurd. Very, very absurd. His rank is more than yours, but you are thinking that his anger is unbalanced. Bro, can you make a custom? I'm not doing customs as I mentioned. Try continuums, they are solid with modifiers right now. Still not that good. Still not that good. We have tried continuums. They're decent, but still garbage. I'd be rather use quashers if I was right. Rather use quashers than freaking continuums. Continuums do not do damage at all. Basically no damage. Really hoped it did damage, but it does not. Low SP, sure, but high SP, no. And also, I do not have the weapon, by the way. Try to check my hanger well. Sometimes I lost often due to my teammates and mixed AI. I do notice a lot of people are saying that they lose tournament battles pretty often, but I'm not sure why, though. Garbage teammates are pretty obvious, but you should not be playing when people are active. Because yet again, tournament is like a game mode where you get A coins. So I primarily play when you get as many bots as possible. That is the objective. Never mind, I'm dead basically. Are you from South India? Not sure about that. Rocax and Galaxy do not 1v1. I don't know why, any reason behind. Why do we want to 1v1 each other? It's like no point. it's like you guys are interested in seeing who's better. I don't really care who's better, honestly. It's so funny. Washers are avoidable. I don't understand what you mean by avoidable. If you're trying to say you can avoid them, is it you can avoid basically any weapon? You should do a video challenge, only mechs that can heal. That would be pretty fun. They have rank 6 weapons and they're basically beating the crap out of us, so it's to be expected, you know? Ouch. It's a bit painful. Yeah, we're getting cooked here. We're getting so cooked. Oh. Never mind, his seeker teleport glitched. You don't need to poke your heads out. Don't really think that's necessary. I think I forgot they have like an outlaw. You both don't want to do 1v1s with anyone because we don't care. That's it. Like it's pretty simple. We are not people that want to prove they're objectively better than anyone. We don't really care. We play the game, we have fun, make content, you know. That's it. It's not there's nothing like crazy between like most content creators, you know. I win almost all tournament matches, but it gotten quietly boring recently. Also, by avoidably, I meant that I was slow, so hardened to hit. Now I'm confused, basically. If you can, then don't use disruptors on ages. I mean, it is pretty good, but like, those are sixes. Asian accent, and people think you're from India. I'm dead. You guys have no idea. Like, this guy is 4.9k, which is a bit higher than us. My man is basically 3.2k, which he basically has no mods, so it's gonna be toast. Who else we're talking about? This man's a bit too strong. He has like rank 6 weapons, which can be a problem. You're talking about an Indian guy, I'm not talking about a creator. I mean, yeah, that's obvious. Secret combo, Gemini is the most baddest idea. And it definitely works in no mod. In no mod customs, Secret Gemini is very powerful. Definitely wouldn't use it in like modded matches because even if you were able to get in the enemy's face and bypass the mortar, one magazine is not enough to kill anything. Even Platinum also does not upload 1v1s because he will basically beat everyone, and people do not like that. It's pretty simple. I mean, Platinum will beat pretty much anyone. Like, the fire rate of Quashers is trash even when it hits ball modes. I don't think you meant ball mode, I think you meant enhanced mode. Because I am starting to think you people do not know English. I don't think that's ball mode, it's called enhanced mode. If I'm not wrong. But same difference if you want to add, because the projectiles are technically considered balls, so you can put it that way. I'm trying my best, sorry, but no mods. I honestly don't even care. We are getting cooked, which is reasonable because this hanger is not really effective for winning, you know? So if we are winning matches, it's definitely a miracle. He was uploading too much 1v1 videos. You get bored of it sometimes, you know. It just gets boring sometimes. Can you review my ID? I'm not doing hanger reviews, sorry. Ball mode is crazy. I mean, technically, because the projectiles come out of it are balls. Like, you look at it, right? Look at that. But, like even though there's like a delay, because like the issue I think with like most weapons, I think everything needs to be like tetra rifle. There's some issues with the quasher and like a dread shot, and like even versa, for example. Like they have a delay between each shot, like firing delay in between each shot. Like even quasher, when you fire one projectile, there's like a 1 second delay before you can fire the other one. Whereas tetra rifle, it just you could just keep firing it, like you don't, there's no delay, which is crazy. I think they need to fix that with the Versas. There's a delay between like each sniper shot, which is really annoying sometimes. They definitely need to fix that. I got Oracle 16 by free pull luck. Dang, nice. But I got Volti and Onyx recently. What 10 energy weapon should I use? Onyx, I would not even use that at all. To be honest, most of your epic mechs will perform objectively better. Volti, I'd use like pod guns or strike rockets or Geminis. For Volti, you definitely do not want to be using weapons that expose yourself even for seconds. You don't want to use that. Not even Storm Mechs. There are better mechs for your Storm Mechs. So just go with pod guns that can shoot around corners. That's what I would use on your Volti. Do not even use Onyx. Onyx is garbage. Too slow, and like it's not that great. Everyone said ball mode. I mean, they're technically not wrong. So that's the projectile is balls. So why not? Yep, exactly. What do you think about Vortex Mech? It's good, but like kind of lost its value. Yet again, most tanks lost its value after Outlaw buff because they all have a really long cooldown and Outlaw can just crash you immediately. A lot of people think Outlaw's cooldown is very long. It's not. People are using cooldown implants. The basic cooldown is 10 seconds with the implant. So they can just spam the shit out of you and you can't do anything. Do you know Galaxy and Cax loves too much old 2v2? There's no mercy against him in that era. I mean, Cax loves 2v2. I've even heard from him, like, he misses, like, the old 2v2 stuff, you know? That's pretty good. Next year, April Fool's Day should add RPG 16 or Autocannon 16. We really hope so. It won't be a good idea, but it'll be so funny. Definitely take that into consideration. Alright, boys, let's go. Well, Onyx can use for low SP doing mission as attacker. If you're going to do the attacker task, sure, but I wouldn't use it as like a primary mech in like your hangar. There are like better options, I tell you that much. You can use Aegis, you can use Redeemer, you can use Panther, you can use Orion. All of those are better. Objectively better. I don't really see a difference. Your baby account? Yep, it is my baby account. My hangar is Surge, Burrowbeam, Tengu, Stormrax, Seeker, Repeaters, Nomad Revokers, Eclipse Continuum. Is it good? I mean, if your SP is below 6,000, yes. Above that, no. Surge, Burrowbeam is fine. Tengu, Stormrax is also fine. I would say there are better options for your Stormrax, though, honestly. So I'd replace the Tengu eventually, but for now that can work pretty well. For Seeker, I would put Revokers on that as well. You should be able to get a Revoker 10 and 6. You can put a Revoker 10 and 6 on both your Seeker and your Nomad as well. For the Eclipse, I have better options. Go with Charge Rockets or like Geminis or something like that. I wouldn't use Continuums on Eclipse. That's basically trying to say, I'm gonna take as much damage as possible on a mech that does not even have much HP. That's a pretty good definition, you know? He is so cooked. Let's go. Don't even have a pilot, still it's cooking, people. They're not even surviving it. We are facing bots though, which is kind of crazy. I was expecting we're facing players. Crazy. Yeah, my hanger's 5.5k, also repeaters, one shots with Seeker at my SP. Definitely can work, but I wouldn't recommend repeaters, honestly. Almost got him. Any customs? We're not doing customs today. Let's go. Wish this thing moves faster. My season past level 9, I'm going to get Burrow Beam 8 from the level 50. Yep, definitely worth it if you plan to use it. That is. Or else I go for the crit. The thing is, like, some people were saying, like, versus better, but let's just be honest, though. You don't really use either weapon. Both are rank 4. They're not going to be that effective. Like, let's just be honest, alright? You're not really going to be using either weapon. Unless you're, like, low SP. For low SP, I still go with the Burrow Beams, honestly. Because there is, like, an implant in the ECR. Not in the ECR, the Battle Pass. The fire rate implant is basically enough to make the weapon work, because you need to do damage faster. So, yeah. You did message you a few hours earlier. You even replied since you got Burrow Beam 12 in one spin. Should I max Surge or just keep it at rank 6 and use Burrow Beam 12 and 8 or else dual 12s? Depending on whether you max it, depends on whether your other mechs are at the same level. If your other mechs are rank 6, you can go ahead and max out Surge. But if your other mechs are like rank 5, maxing Surge can actually be an issue because it'll cause matchmaking problems. Depends on your SP, what you have in your hanger, and everything. You have to consider everything, not just only the rank of your mechs alone. So, I check that out. Team up, please. If you're in game, I'll invite you. Suppressor 12, good max. It performs really good on Aegis, good on Blizzfrost, it's good on Eclipse. On Orion, I would not use it though. Too much exposure. Eclipse Continuum is working well as I have Continuum 16 on it, so I take cover and fire with a Continuum arm while many times they don't know where the projectile is coming from. Dying. Definitely consider getting the 12s. But like, Continuum is not that good at higher level, so I did not bother. We got bots again, people. Let's go. Right, just confirming I got all mechs I need at rank 5. I do lack 12 and 16 weapons except a few. If you have good weapons for Surge, like a max Surge, then you can go ahead and max it out, but like, that just depends. But even still, before you spend any like A coins, I would wait until the ECR comes before you even plan to spend A coins, honestly. Show your face. Can you come back? Might want to give me 10 seconds at least. What implants for Suppressor Eclipse? Damage, reload, cooldown, and duration, pretty much. I don't know what else you're gonna use. Damage drain can technically be helpful on a mech that has basically no HP, but I don't know. A cooldown and duration are so necessary on Eclipse. Now, although cooldown is better on Eclipse, I would consider using both just because of the fact that the duration is just so short, you know. Getting a few extra points of duration now, even though the duration is not significantly long, it still helps. Well, if Aegis use Charge Rocket to make up the speed, yep. But there's still better options for the Charge Rocket outside of Aegis, though. But I was considering using it in Hangar Showdown, you know. Definitely consider using it for Hangar Showdown, though. He is so cooked. The bots are crazy. Like, charge rockets are bad for mobile users. I mean, yeah. Still usable, but I wouldn't say like that effective. If you can't use them, just go with Stormrax. That's it. Like, some people said they're like even better than Stormrax on mobile, but I don't believe them. And while we're on the subject, I don't really think Charge Rocket's better than Stormrax. It's more of a preference than better. Keep in mind. Someone said Radius is more worth it than the reload. For slow mechs, yes. For fast mechs, no. If you're using it on something that is really slow, then I think considering Radius is actually a good idea. But to be honest, I don't think you really need Radius because the weapon firing mechanics are really inconvenient. Most of the time, you won't get them with the Radius, most of the time. Which is the issue with the weapon. You kind of have to angle yourself into a position. So most of the time with an Eclipse, you're going to try to get close to the enemy as possible or shoot directly at the enemy's face. So you won't even be making use of the radius most of the time. And 5 meters is honestly enough. I don't really see a reason why you need more radius. Let's just be honest. But don't even bother. Do you think Eclipse ability is good? Not the Mech ability is really good. Especially with the amount of status effects that exist in this game. Definitely worth it. Charge Rocket is tough on mobile, but if well used, it's great. Then most other stuff only understand if you see what I own. It's good, but I wouldn't still consider it better than Stormrax yet again. Like both have their differences, but like also both have their benefits as well. Consideration. Do you know Hindi? Nope, I do not. I'm using right now a Dreadnought, Overdriver 8, Parasite Charge Rocket 8, Orion Gemini's, Solus with Suppressor 10, and Cryo Launcher 10, which I don't even know why you're doing, by the way. The Dreadnought, I would replace that with something else. Once you get better mechs, for now it's perfectly fine. Dreadnought with Overdrive is actually pretty good. Once you get better mechs, I definitely replace that though. Yeah, I am kinda dead. It's showtime, people. It's showtime. Let's see how much damage we can do. You should consider radius and reload, especially if you want to play both close range and long range. Nope, you don't need the radius implant. Like as I mentioned, I'm able to... Most of the time, I just hit the enemies directly in the face. And I'm still able to use the radius effectively. If you want, I can show you my suppressors. That's just a matter of you getting used to the weapon. I don't really think it's a matter of whether you need the implant. You don't really need the implant. Like, I don't even need to justify it. I can show you in battle if you want to. Like, you don't even need it. It's basically a waste of an implant slot if you ask me. Good thing his had blockade, or else it would have took too many shots to kill that guy. Let's go. We are so good at this game. This doesn't mean disc launchers are OP, people. The brick house is definitely helping out a bit. Eclipse at max level is nice to have. Against Redox Hornet and Outlaw and Citadel too. It's good, but I don't really think I consider it too much. Yet again, as I mentioned, the HP is really bad, and weapons these days do too much damage. You have to just understand that. I'm also trying to start a channel, Mech Arena, in India. Nice. Definitely go for it. Is Mimicker Savant good in competitive gameplay? It's not good for competitive gameplay. For casually, it's good. Yet again, if you play competitively, that's not a build you would consider. You're mostly considered like the top meta stuff. Even Mimicker should not come to consideration. But if you do not play top meta, which I assume you don't, because most of you people here do not play competitively, mostly casual people, just playing the game for fun. In that case, it can work pretty well. Do you think YouTube gives you enough money after 1K? I don't earn any money from YouTube. Not yet. I will be earning money pretty soon, though. Pretty soon. In a couple of more months, yes, I will be. At the moment, no. At the moment, no. Because there are some, like, things I have to set up, for that to work. So yeah, I think this might be my last one. After this, I gotta go. It's a bit too long that I've been streaming for. Like, how long has it been going for? I think I'm going for like 3 hours, which is crazy. You have a legendary pilot for heavy duty, but only good option is suppressor. So the suppressor is the best option, honestly. I don't think it's your only option; it's your best option. Every other heavy duty weapon is kind of objectively worse, even worse, to be honest. You might as well be getting suppressors because you can even use them in Hangar Showdown, and they do very well. Especially like League 2, you'll be able to one-shot most mechs in like a few hits, basically. Crazy damage. Chungus time? It's so Chungan time. We're gonna chung the enemy like no tomorrow, basically. Just watch. Speaking of Chungus, wanna see how burrow beams do? Can I play with you now? Can you play Make Me Your Friend? I can add you in-game, but this is gonna be my last match. Hemlock Burrow Beam or Charge Rockets, and Bliss Burrow Beam or Charge Rockets? Very interesting question. To be fair, I would go with the Bliss Frost Charge Rocket. That's much better. I'd use Hemlock at all, personally. Vortex Suppressor. Sounds very good in concept, but not really that good. It can be pretty effective though in lower SP. But I would not use that in higher levels though. Definitely effective in like lower SP though, if you ask me. Definitely effective. With a damage resistance of 50% and like 40%, you basically have 90% resistance, basically. Which is really useful, Let's wait. Stupid system crash, when you do not need it, that is. Is Lacewing better long-term than Vortex? Yeah, Lacewing is objectively better. I don't really see a reason why. Lacewing is meta, Vortex is not. Look at that, people. It's so OP. We basically one-shot all of them. Most meta build in the entire game, Brickhouse Burrow Beams. You tell that to your audience. Just give me a second. I wanna run to live. Move, please. I did not mean to push him, but I'm too big. I cannot do anything. It's kind of funny that we got 7 kills while basically doing lower damage than everyone. Crazy. Let's see. If Brickhouse, I do use the charging rockets. They're not called charging rockets, but charge rockets. Alright, but take care. I think this might be the last one. I think I have to go. There's some other things I have to do, and my mouth is getting pretty bad right now. I've been talking for 3 hours straight, so definitely have to get used to that though. But yeah, that's it for this stream.